Good morning, I'm Dillon Gonzalez. October baseball was in full effect yesterday, and one Ohio team kept their season alive. The Cleveland Guardians were able to bounce back and win Game 2 of their wild card series versus the Detroit Tigers. The game was tied at 1 in the 8th when the Guards broke the game open with a 5-run inning that included a 3-run homer by Brian Rocchio. Cleveland will host Detroit for a do-or-die Game 3 at 3 o'clock today. The Cincinnati Reds, however, lost their winner-go-home Game 2 in Los Angeles to the Dodgers by a final score of 8-4. And finally, we have Thursday Night Football tonight in the NFL. The San Francisco 49ers are set to travel to L.A. to play the Rams. This update was sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. It's great to have goals. It's even better to have experts to help you attain those goals. Experts in weight loss. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Good morning, Columbus.
Joe, that ain't good enough. Come on, Joe.
Wait, no. Stop this one.
Frizzle left tight, F fly, pass 37 punch, waggle, help, baby dizzy, X fan on the turbo.
Thank you, baby.
Football, man.
It's time to listen to a bald, fat loudmouth
Mr. T-Bone.
and a former football player.
And that ball intercepted by Tyvis, pal.
Wow, no radio station has ever done that before.
Did it work for those people?
No, it never does. But it might work for us.
Welcome to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Welcome in. Happy Thursday to you. What's up? I'm T-Bone. He's Tyvis. Good morning, Tyvis.
Good morning, Mr. PTO.
Oh, yeah, I'm back, baby. I'm back.
He's Mr. PTO.
No, I had a good day off yesterday. I woke
You
up.
needed to refresh.
Well, you know what was funny? I woke up yesterday at 7:15, and I had
You would have been late
just
for the show.
yes, and that was the thing. I woke up at 7:15, and I knew going to bed I didn't have to get up early. I woke up at 7:15, and of course, I look at my phone and go, like that, like the first because it was just, oh no, I'm an hour and 15 minutes late, and then I, of course, my rest of my brain woke up and was like, no, dummy, took the day off, you're okay. But yeah, it was nice to have a little day off. Got to go to a concert Tuesday night. Didn't get kicked in the face, which is good. It's always my goal.
Did you mosh?
Oh, yeah. Circle pit was going. Yeah, I got in there.
I would have paid good money to see you do that.
Listen, I don't get in there for like all the bands the whole time, but like once or twice.
It's a headbanger.
Like,
You in there.
Yeah,
huh?
I'd bang my head, absolutely.
Throwing your body at somebody.
Oh, they're throwing their bodies at me. We're throwing our meat around. That's all. Just throwing our bodies at each other, Tyvis. Thankfully, didn't have to play this for anybody. There was no one had to be taken off the field, so we were good.
Due to the fact that I'm dealing with some injuries right now, I couldn't mosh. But when I'm healthy again,
Oh, yeah.
it's on. I need to do it before I lose the 250. Because like once I get to like 225, like I feel like I ain't gonna be strong enough.
Wait, are you talking about? You're a former NFL player. You should be fine in these situations.
No, I feel like it. But you're like at 250, like my body won't take the pounding.
Yeah. I mean, it still would. You would be fine. What was your playing weight when you played?
215 in the league. 215.
These were NFL players hitting you. You're telling me that like someone like a 5'5" suburban dad like running into you is going to knock you out, but like you could go run into Derrick Henry and be fine.
You know you're right, because I'm gonna be back like lifting heavy again.
Yeah.
So like I will be strong again.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it'll just be like the people you play basketball with at the YMCA, like that kind of sized people. You could just...
Or when you go moss those 7th graders at like Cardale's camp and you talk your crap to them.
What's wrong with y'all?
I'm just telling you, you're gonna hear stuff like this and you're gonna go crazy. That's gonna be you. You're gonna be in there moshing with me.
All right.
See? Yeah.
I'm only going if Dylan's going with me.
Dylan, let's go. I want you to join me.
At Sonic Temple last year, people were moshing at 3-6 Mafia.
Really?
Oh, yeah, because it's a moshing crowd.
really?
It's a moshing crowd that was there.
I mean, they have plenty of songs that encourage fighting in the club. So as soon as, those songs come on,
yes, they
people
do.
feel the need.
Yeah. It was a great day. That Sonic Temple's a great weekend. I can't wait. Well, that's the inroad. We get you to go with me there.
You said that's not like true moshing.
There is. If you go, I'll take you to the stage where the moshing is. Trust me.
I just want to see it first.
Fine, you can look.
I see it.
Yeah, you can see it.
And if I'm feeling it, then
Right.
I'll go in there.
Right.
You're going to size people up is what you're
Yeah,
going to
that's
do.
exactly
Yes.
right.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. It's, you'll be fine.
If I can get in there, you can get in there. Come on. I'm older than I'm an old man. I still make it happen. But yeah, that was thanks, of course, to Matt Fontana yesterday for filling in for me. I appreciate that. He had a lot to say, I'm sure, about the Guardians. You had, I'm sure, a lot to say about the Guardians.
Ooh.
Yesterday afternoon, the Guardians had a lot to say about staying in this series. Locked up, 1-1, 8th inning. Who steps to the plate? But your guy,
Playoff Rocchio.
Brian Rocchio, game winner on Sunday, right?
He did. Walk off.
This wasn't a walk-off, but he essentially hit the game-winning home run in this game.
Yeah, well,
Solo shot, put him up 2-1.
Yep, and then Bo Naylor came in there and just daggered the whole thing. And I was like,
yes.
Yep, it's over now. It's definitely over now. So it was good, though. You know, Brian Rocchio is one of those guys that he had an unbelievable postseason last year. He played extremely well in the postseason, and a lot of people figured, you know, this past season, he was going to be that guy. You thought that he turned the leaf. And, well, this is a guy that got sent down to the Columbus Clippers because he wasn't getting it done. And then they brought him back up, and he was decent. He wasn't nothing special, but he was decent. And now we're back in the playoffs, and here he is again, you know, making big-time plays. So, some people just, the stage ain't too bright for him. It's the number one thing that I took out of this. But the fact that they got to 1-1 was good. I had seen this stat. I think it was on like Underdog or something that said teams that win game one go on to win the series in like 12-0 or something like that. And when I first seen it, like for like 15 seconds, I was discouraged.
Yeah.
But then I thought to myself, well, no team ever was down 15 and a half and came back and won the division.
That's exactly right. That's the way you have to think.
If they could do that, they certainly can come out here and win the first series. Like that's a guarantee. So yeah, I'm excited. I think they on at 3:00 today, I want to say.
Yeah, it's on ABC. So
the Ohio Cup is no more, unfortunately.
I don't even think.
Well, yeah, that's too bad. The Reds lost last night. They're out. Yeah,
I don't think the 8th inning was even the key inning for the game yesterday with the Guards.
The key play was Jose getting that dude out at third.
Oh, of course.
Right before that dude went home.
Chase DeLauder throwing out that dude in the 4th inning. At third, it was they had Javi Baez hit an RBI single.
Yeah.
It should have been first and second, 2 outs, tie ball. No. A run was coming in.
A
run was coming in, and when he got thrown out, that run didn't count because he didn't score in time. So Chase DeLauder, starting his first game in center field, looked iffy, but that outfield assist, I think, was the key to the game because Detroit would have been up 2-1. They would have had 2 runners on. It just destroyed all the momentum for Detroit. As soon as that play happened, I was like, Cleveland's winning this game. It's over.
And they called him safe. Everybody was safe, and then they looked, and I don't know what they were looking at in the replay because what's his name? Who was calling the game? It's Sean McDonough.
Yes,
and who's just a killjoy at every level, every time. And I mean, this is coming from a killjoy.
Is there a play-by-play guy you do like?
Do you like Sean McDonough?
I mean, I feel like
I gotta tell you, I don't see what they're looking at here. And it's like the guy's clearly out. He tagged his helmet by like a half a step, and he's not even on the bag. His arms are going around the bag.
Yeah, whoever slid, he's an idiot.
Zach McKinstry.
Why did
Put
he
your hand
slide
on the bag.
past the bag with the one hand? Like it was.
Listen,
I'm glad he did it.
Here's the positives for the Guardians. Obviously, you get the win. You obviously have a chance to seal it up today. You're going against Jack Flaherty, who is not Jack Flaherty. Like, he's not good. So you got a chance.
He used to be. I know,
but he fell off this year.
Shell of his former self now.
What he does to is throw strike. He will strike you out. He gets guys to swing and miss. So you got to be careful about that. You got Slade Ciccone going for the Guards today. So let's get it done. But here's the reality. As much as I love what the Guardians are doing, their story is awesome. All of this is true. Like we have talked about, there is a yin and a yang to this. The yin is that the Guardians are playing awesome. The yang is that the Tigers continue to shoot themselves in the foot. And yesterday, A.J. Hinch, I don't understand what he was doing with his starting pitcher. Casey Mize went 3 innings. I wouldn't say he was dealing like he had lights out stuff, but he pulls him after like 60 pitches. Made no sense to me. And that I thought was a great thing for the Guardians because they really weren't doing a whole lot against him for the most part. Then you go out and he takes out one of his best hitters.
Riley Green.
He's a porn star.
No, that's Riley Reed. Different person. But yes, Riley Green, he takes out and decides to put in a guy who's like just a guy what was his name? Jamani Jones. Great.
My guy.
Put him in, and what does he do? Strikes out.
Sure did.
Yeah. Bad managerial decisions there on the other side. The reality of this series is the Guardians are essentially Jose Ramirez, a couple starting pitchers, and the Columbus Clippers. That is this team for the most part. And they are about, if they get it done today, they will take apart the Detroit Tigers, who are assembled as a lineup that is one of the best in baseball. So they haven't played like it. Are you telling me that was not one of the better lineups in baseball? That this team wasn't set up to try to go and do things this year? I am saying what the Guardians are doing is tremendous. And that is why Stephen Vogt should once again get Manager of the Year. But it is incredible what they are doing. And I hope that they continue to get this done. And I hope they continue to shock the world. But today, 3 o'clock, we'll find out what they can do. But I'm excited for that. I am sad for the Reds. I had a buddy text me who's like, "Oh, Mets boy, you excited? The Reds got knocked out. They lose 8-4."
Why would you be excited about the Reds?
Well, because I'm a Mets fan, and the Reds knocked the Mets out of the playoffs. And that's exactly what I said, though. I responded to him and said, "Why would I be happy about that? The Mets knocked themselves out of the playoffs, not the Reds. The Reds lost. Reds lost on Sunday. It was all there for them.
Was win.
Yeah, I'm not mad at the Reds at all. I was rooting for them to get it done, but like you guys kind of said when we talked about this on Monday, I mean, it's too much to overcome from the Dodgers lineup.
It's an uphill battle for sure.
Yeah.
You was hoping that the Reds pitching would show up and they would have to be dealing. And the Dodgers just was they was hitting the ball really well. So once you take that out, the Reds would have then had to do some that they don't do a lot, and that's score a ton of runs. And you can't get into that competition with the Dodgers.
No.
Also, this is going to kill Reds fans out there. I think Ellie De La Cruz, kind of overrated, just ever so slightly.
I mean, he does some incredible things on the base path. When he gets a hold of one, he is electric. But, yeah, there's a lot to his game that there are a lot of teams that will love to have him. The problem for the Reds is the amount of money he's going to command. Right. He's a luxury for a team like the Dodgers or the Yankees or one of those big clubs. Yeah, you're right. Like, you need timely hitting. And if it's him and a bunch of dudes, then that's not enough. Having him on a lineup that's stacked would be incredible because you can do so much with him. But, yeah, and I mean, he's a great player. But if he is going to be, you need him. He's not a Jose Ramirez in that you can just rely on him all the time to come through for you at the plate. Not yet. Maybe he'll turn into that guy eventually, but he's not there yet by any stretch of the imagination.
I'm just saying in these 2 games, he had as many hits as the 3 of us.
Hey, that's not good. That's like I said. That's the difference between him and Jose Ramirez, who shows up in these big moments and make plays.
Because Jose, the last couple of years, have had some playoff droughts. So it happens.
It does happen to everybody, but I feel like Ellie's got a lot of time in his career to become that guy. I just don't know if the Reds are going to be the place where he does that long term.
That was the knock on
Obviously,
Aaron
Judge.
They said he couldn't get it done. He wasn't doing it in the playoffs.
Well, Reds fans, I'm sorry. Guardians fans, I'm happy for you. Hopefully today is another one to celebrate. 3 o'clock on ABC. The Big Ten trying to do something incredibly stupid. We will discuss it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good Thursday morning to you. The road's still looking pretty quiet and pretty smooth out there, especially for our folks in Plain City. A live look at 33 just west of Avery Road, just past 161 and heading towards 270 over by Dublin. No issues out there, as well as for folks in Powell and Worthington. If you were stepping out the door, 270 eastbound, 270 westbound, even 315 southbound, looking fantastic for your Thursday. Just be mindful to be extra cautious, of course, out on the roads. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic, sponsored by Roosters. Roosters is giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences, tickets, sideline passes, trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Register at roosterswings.com.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, Go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Go, go, go!
Fox Tonight takes you to hell and back.
Let's go.
First, an all-new Hell's Kitchen has
The Battle of the States.
who will make their hometown proud.
Good luck on that one.
Then, Special Forces goes deep.
You're going underwater in an aircraft.
This is one of my biggest fears.
You will potentially die.
These celebrities will learn why it's called the world's toughest test.
She's unconscious.
Get him, Tyvis!
Come here. Come on, girl. Breathe.
Tonight, starting at 8 on Fox 28.
At the end of the day, the sun sets on Central Ohio, but stories are still unfolding. Every voice, every neighborhood, every question that still needs answers. Fox 28 News at 10 is there in the quiet moments and at the turning points, digging deeper, finding solutions, lifting up the communities that shape who we are. At the end of the day, you deserve a team that's on your side. Fox 28 News at 10, always on your side.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone here for Window Nation. Columbus, October is here, and with good weather comes more home improvement projects. Do you have old, stuck, or cracked windows that you've been putting off replacing? Well, Window Nation Columbus can help. This month, when you buy 2 windows, you'll get 2 more for free. There's no limit to how many windows you replace, and your total price includes 1-day installation. With Window Nation, you also won't have to make any payments for 2 years, which is a big deal with the holiday season coming up. And did I mention you could celebrate your newly upgraded home with 2 free tickets to an upcoming Ohio State football game? What other company in Columbus would thank you for replacing all your windows in your home with a fun experience like that? Put an end to your window problems before this beautiful fall weather ends. Now through October 31st, buy 2 windows, get 2 for free now, plus pay nothing for 2 years with Window Nation, a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Visit windownation.com today to start your free estimate. That's windownation.com.
Care Heating and Cooling. Honest technicians, honest pricing. Call 1-800-COOLING.
Columbus, the Blue Jackets schedule is out. And you can lock in your seats with ticket plans starting at just 11 games. Don't miss a moment of the action. Visit bluejackets.com.
Flexible, secure, fun. Oh, and great pay, too. Are you not sure what you want to do for a career? Or are you thinking of changing careers? Being a dental hygienist or dental assistant may be the perfect fit for you and provides all of these perks, plus more. Talk with a dentist in your community or visit ODA.org to learn more. Become a valuable member of the dental team and start helping people love their smile. This message is brought to you by the members of the Ohio Dental Association.
Helping a new driver get ready for their road test? Here's a convenient new way to make the most of your 50 hours of required practice driving time. The Road Ready Ohio app, available now at no cost to new drivers and their families. Road Ready Ohio keeps track of your driving experience together, providing feedback and safe driving tips. It even generates the documentation you need for the Ohio BMV. The Road Ready Ohio app, free to download in the Apple and Google App Stores.
Morning Juice is live on YouTube. Weekday morning starting at 6. Or on demand whenever you want it. Yeah, whenever. Bobby Carpenter's at your beck and call. And Tito's there too, to clean the toilets. Head to YouTube and subscribe today. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
As we inch closer to the weekend, we continue to see the dry and warm weather. Wake up temperatures in the upper 40s to low 50s. And then this afternoon will be mostly sunny with our highs in the low 80s. For tonight, mostly cloudy overnight with our lows getting down into the 50s and then low 80s again on Friday. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
We are your radio home for the Buckeyes, Browns, and all the NFL games you can handle. We may have a bit of a football problem. Oh, yeah. The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Tyvis has a bum wrist from playing football. Bone has a bum wrist from opening the heavy doors at Sheets. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
We have lots to get to today. We are going to be doing a little of the list coming up at 7:15. Worst quarterbacks in Browns and Bengals history. We have 2 franchises that both are in dire need of good quarterbacking. Obviously, Dillon Gabriel is going to come in and start for the Browns, so that's big news. We'll talk about that a little bit later. We are going to do a little thing called Tyvis Eats a Thing.
Oh, my
We haven't done that in a while. We'll do that as well. I believe I have that scheduled for 7:45 today, buddy. I have some salsa for you to try.
Oh.
So, yeah.
My salsa.
Yeah.
My salsa, my salsa.
And
12.
Yeah. At 8:30, we're going to talk to Brock Vereen, Big Ten Network analyst, your guy.
We are arch nemesis.
Minnesota Golden Gopher, former safety.
Yeah, I heard he's the best safety to ever work at the Big Ten Network.
That's what
the people are saying.
Yeah. I also like now.
Cap.
Shout out to their men's clinic. My guys, they're great.
That's what I was saying.
Your guys, actually.
Cap.
But yeah, we've got all that coming up. We only talk to safeties, it feels like. When we talk to like former football players, we always seem to get safeties because we had Kurt Coleman on. We had Dustin Fox on.
Well, Dustin played corner.
Oh, that's true. He did play, I guess. I thought he didn't play safety at all. I guess you're right. I thought he was a safety.
Why? Because he's white?
No. No, because he's Dustin Fox. I thought he was I don't know. But you're all right. There aren't a lot. I mean, look, white corners. That's a short book right there. Not a lot.
Just the exciting white. Shout out to the exciting whites out there in Philly.
Jason Sehorn.
Yeah, that's right. Did we ever was Dustin ever for you chilly? Was he cold? Was he?
Oh, is he a cold white boy?
I'm just asking.
Dustin is black in another life.
Okay.
How about when it comes to
I don't even know why that played, but it did. It apparently is true.
When it comes to his tennis game, he might be a CWB.
Yeah,
I've never seen him play tennis, so I couldn't tell.
Well, you got to get out there.
I have to see it.
By the way, the YouTube chat, shout out to Downtown Dad up early this morning. Gary's in there. AJ as well. They were talking, AJ and Gary were talking about Ellie De La Cruz, and I didn't realize this number because we had talked about in the last segment how he's maybe a luxury that clearly, like, the Reds need him to be awesome, and if he's not, that lineup just doesn't work as well. But he had this year, after the All-Star break, they were debating how many home runs he had after the All-Star break. According to StatMuse, he hit 4 home runs after the All-Star break.
And what, like 18 before?
Yeah. He finished with 22 home runs, but he got to the All-Star break with 18. He had 37 stolen bases. If you would have told me at the All-Star break he wasn't going to get to 30 home runs this year, I would have said you're out of your mind. Like, how? But second half of the year, 236 batting average, 23 RBI in 65 games after the All-Star break. Like, that's not good enough. And like I said, you can have that if he plays for the Dodgers or the Yankees or one of these other lineups where they have a ton of high-priced guys. They could afford to pay him whatever he wants. And then when he gets on base, he's obviously a terror. He can do all that stuff for you. But you need him to show that power. And if he doesn't, teams don't respect him. They're not going to worry about him in the lineup. So, yeah, that's unfortunate for the Reds.
That's incredible.
I know.
That's trash is what that is.
That's the problem. Like, he's like, they're one of their best players, and that's what you got. Like,
he got his on base percentage this year was 336.
That's trash.
He's a career 329 on base percentage. Like, that's not good enough.
His career is 329.
Yeah, not for a guy who can steal bases like him. No, but here's the thing: all the potential in the world. If he puts it together at the plate, he will be one of the top 5 players in Major League Baseball. He is electrifying. He is incredible to watch when he is at his best. You need him to be more consistent. That's why I said he's not a Jose Ramirez that you can just count on all the time. You cannot necessarily build your franchise right now around him. Maybe in the future you can. Maybe this was just a down half of the year. But, yeah, not great from him. All right. Big Ten trying to do something incredibly stupid in my mind. This is going to sound very boring at first, but stick with me. Private equity wants to come into the Big Ten. We have heard about this in college football for a while. There are discussions to have a 10-year extension of the league's grant of rights until 2046, which basically would be redoing the TV contract again. Mm-hmm. But this time, a private equity group would come in and give you an infusion of cash, at least $2 billion is what they would give to the league up front. Now, in return for that, they essentially become, as I understand this, Dylan, you tell me if I'm wrong, they essentially become like the 19th Big Ten team, where when they go to distribute the revenue, instead of having 18 Big Ten teams, they would now distribute it 19 ways. And one of those 19 entities is this private equity firm. So every year they would be cashing checks from the Big Ten like a college, like a university would. So they give you the money up front because they believe 20, 30 years from now, that number is going to get bigger, bigger, bigger. And over time, their investment will grow and they will make more than $2 billion back from this. I don't think this is a good idea because, and apparently neither do Michigan.
And
Ohio State is not a fan of this. The reason is because this is essentially pay the money up front to then give up a part of your league going forward.
Yes.
If we're going to use that money to build something with the Big Ten that eventually makes revenue for the conference, fine. That's what companies do all the time, right? If you're a business that's starting up and you want to say, all right, we need to expand, build new warehouses, go to another market, open a new restaurant down the street somewhere else in another neighborhood. You bring in an investor, they help you get that going. They get a piece of the pie, but you increase your revenue, so it's all worth it. But if they're just going to use this $2 billion to say, cool, now we can fund all of our athletic programs, now we can pay the players and all that stuff, how are you growing revenue off of this $2 billion?
That's the part that I don't get either.
Right.
So, like, this is it. Like, you would make $2 billion for, what is it, 20 years?
It says at least 2046 is when the grant of rights would go.
You would make $2 billion for two, but that's it. Like, that's see, I don't like that. I feel like the only people that would be for this is the lower teams in the Big Ten, like, because they feel like they don't make that much money. That's the Ohio States, that's the Wolverines, and all of those brands.
Yeah.
So they're looking at it like $2 billion. Heck yeah, sign me up. To where the Ohio State or Wolverines would be like, I feel like we could make more than $2 billion in 20 years.
Because you should be able, assuming that the growth continues, right?
Yeah. I don't think it's going to stop.
Well, I mean, anything, you never know, right? But for right now, it does seem like college football continues to grow. The money is there. Yeah, if you're a program like Purdue, I'm sure that infusion of cash would help. But let's remember, they're dividing it 18 ways. And if we want to break it down like $2 billion over 20 years, not $2 billion up front, $2 billion cut up 18 ways is a lot more money than if you said, all right, let's slice it out for 20 years. And then each of those 20 years, that's $100 million. Now, if it's $100 million for one school, that's great. But it's $100 million sliced up 18 ways every year. That's not as much money. Like that is that worth it to you to give up a percentage of the Big Ten revenue?
No.
Doesn't make sense to me.
I like I said, if this was one of those things where you did this, but then like outside sources, like you still had the TV deal, giving you money, and you have all these other things still paying you money. Okay. If you add this as another source of income, cool.
Yeah.
But if this is your only income, no. And miss me with that.
Well, and it feels like the Big Ten and college football in general has essentially, like using a restaurant analogy, they were making so much money opening up restaurants because they didn't pay the staff. They had a business model where they could have everybody who worked there just didn't get paid because it was illegal to pay them according to the NCAA. And so they built a model that was like, cool, the manager, now he gets $10 million at every one of these franchises, right? And suddenly now the rules have changed and you have to pay the employees. What they're not doing is saying, maybe we shouldn't pay the manager $10-11 million to be the head coach of these teams, right? Maybe that's where some of the money should come away from. And you saw it with Mike Gundy before he got fired at Oklahoma State. What'd they make him do? They restructured his contract and said,
but I wanted the money back.
He took like $1 million, $1.5 million less that went to NIL to try to help that program.
Yeah.
It didn't work. But what I'm saying is, I think at some point college sports have to look at that and say, maybe we just have built too heavy on the overhead of the management. Maybe we've given too much money to that.
You don't say.
And we haven't given enough to we haven't accounted for the players. Like, your business model changed. Now you have to pay your employees. You have to adjust accordingly. The manager's not going to make as much now that the employees suddenly have to get paid. But instead, it looks like what the Big Ten wants to do is take a shortcut, get a bunch of cash from a private equity group. Go ask like Hot Chicken Takeover how it works when the private equity group comes in.
You can ask them. It's no more.
Yeah, just something to consider there. 2 minutes away, Dillon Gabriel had some thoughts about playing quarterback for the Browns. He says he's ready. You will hear what the new Browns quarterback had to say next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, a heads up for our drivers in Westerville. We want to remind you yet again about a ramp closure happening in your area. It's that 270 eastbound ramp to 71 northbound will be closed again tonight, 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. Thankfully, the detour is not too bad, folks. Take 270 eastbound to Cleveland Avenue. Hop off there, go back on 270 in that westbound direction, and I'll get you back to 71 in that northbound area. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
When it comes to all-wheel drive vehicles, nobody gives you more to choose from than Toyota, including the best-selling Camry and the best-selling RAV4.
You've also got Toyota's 5 Brothers, which include the best-selling Tacoma and the legendary new 4Runner.
All-wheel drive gives you the traction you need for confident driving on any road, in any weather.
With 25 different all-wheel drive choices, there's only one thing you need to know.
Nobody knows all-wheel drive better than Toyota. Let's go places.
Your home, your comfort, your family. That's everything. Big companies shout, big ads scream. But trust is quiet. It's a tech who fixes instead of sells. A family business here since 66. Northland Heating and Cooling, your local Lennox premier dealer. Honest comfort, real people, real peace of mind. Northland Heating and Cooling.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 1-877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Looking to get your roof or siding replaced this fall? Call the company that delivers an excellent customer experience every time. Newman Roofing. Don't wait. Call Newman Roofing today at 614-NEW-ROOF or visit online at newmanroofing.com.
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at awaken180weightloss.com.
Listen to that! Son of a... That's unbelievable! Oh my goodness! Holy smoke! Just incredible!
T-Bone and Tyvis present Clip That.
Browns named their new starting quarterback, rookie Dillon Gabriel. He will take the realm is what I almost said. Take the reins this Sunday in London against the Vikings. It's an interesting matchup for him to start with, but regardless, it's not a perfect situation, because this is a tough defense. It's in London. Everything's going to be weird anyway, and now you have a rookie starting quarterback going into that situation. Dillon Gabriel, though, said he doesn't worry about that.
I think it's funny because, I got a text from a good buddy of mine, and he sent me a picture of a fire station, and it's kind of like, why are you sending that, But when he sends it, he just lists the obvious, right? Like, doors are open, garage doors are open, like, things are ready to go, and, like, they're just waiting on that phone call to, like, respond surgically. And, like, just what a great representation of, like, the job I had and being ready for that moment. And I think, I smile because it's like a moment you prep for and you are extremely excited for, but also got to realize that it's extreme focus. And that's what I've continued to harp on. But you wait for the perfect time, you're going to wait a whole lifetime. So for me, I've always been ready.
How do you rate that analogy, Tyvis? You like the fire station analogy?
I do. I think that I think he's going to do very well. I know a lot of people have their mixed feelings about him because of his height, but I think that due to the fact that one, Kevin can get back to actually calling what he wants to call. I think that due to Joe's lack of mobility, they were very shotgun heavy. I think that with Dillon Gabriel under center again, now you can go back to being under center. You can go back to running those play actions. He operates with getting the ball out of his hands pretty quickly. Everybody always loved him because he said he processes things really good. He's supposed to be like a computer. He processes things really fast. He gets the ball out in a timely manner. Well, if you're struggling at the tackle position, you're only getting like 2 or 3 seconds. So they should be able to get the ball. He should have the ball out of his hands before they get there. Now, granted, they made some trades. I don't know what Jack Conklin's status is for this game, but hopefully it should be a little bit better. But I also think that it also allows them to move the pocket. You know, if those tackles are struggling like that, let's just roll him away from it, you know, since he has the mobility to be able to do that, to where Joe didn't. And I think that will also help buy them just another second of time to be able to run some more deeper developing routes. But I think he's going to be fine.
Yeah. I think Kevin Stefanski salivates at the idea of, hey, a guy that no one will complain if I make him throw a bunch of quick passes like 10 yards, within 10 yards of the line of scrimmage, which is seemingly what he wants to do with this offense. And that's what Dillon Gabriel should excel at least as a rookie. That would be one of the few things you would think he would instantly come in and be able to do well, because that's a lot of what they did at Oregon. But yeah, you mentioned the tackles, and obviously the offensive line play has not been great for the Browns at all. Didn't they get the guy from the Texans?
Yeah, Cam Robinson.
Right, which I hope that he helps. I also know that the Texans have not exactly had like the greatest offensive line in the history of offensive lines. So
True.
If they are willing to part with him, I don't know.
I feel bad for CJ because last year their best offensive lineman was Laramie Tunsil. They traded him away in the offseason.
Yeah.
Then you take the next tackle and you just traded him away. So it's just like, man, what y'all trying to get CJ killed down there?
It wasn't even like they traded him away for, we'll get a second-round pick or something for him because he's this great offensive lineman. It's like they swapped 6th and 7th round picks. It wasn't a huge, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think that's the same. That's not if I were the Texans, and you feel like you have a chance to go win this year or try to, it's a weird trade is all I'm saying. And it doesn't give me confidence that this is a guy that the Browns should be like, oh my gosh, yes, we fixed the tackle position. He'll be a guy that can go in there and play the position as a professional. That's about all we can say for now. Maybe he'll come in and be the best offensive lineman, but if so, what does that tell you about this offensive line play this year? Not great. Also, this was making the rounds yesterday because Dillon Gabriel, new starter for the Browns. Do you remember his interview from last year, or did you ever see this interview he did before the Rose Bowl?
No.
When Oregon played Ohio State.
What did he say?
Well, I'll just let you hear it. This was an interview he did with, I'm not even sure what the outlet was. Maybe it was BTN. I don't even know if it was. It looked like it might have been like a student reporter.
Did he
I'm
say
not sure.
anything about entertainers and competitors?
No, but what is your thoughts on Dan Lanning there, Dylan? Don't you have some thoughts on Dan Lanning and what he may or may not be doing?
Stuff.
Yeah, cokehead.
Okay. Well, this does not sound like this guy is on cocaine, but it could be some other type of situation. I don't know. You listen and you tell me.
Could you just fill in the blank? We will beat Ohio State if we do.
Be at our best.
What's your best look like?
Competitive, making plays, being good in situational football. Not for the coach talk, but it's just the reality of the situation. But we love the Rose Bowl. We love warm weather. I think we should play more football on nice grass instead of our artificial stuff. And the more sun, the better. Why do we do it to ourselves? Like, do fans want to sit in the snow and the rain? And let's just make arenas. Let's make domes. Let's do grass. Let's do more fireworks at games. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, all right. So, first of all, if you keep winning, you get domes the next 2 games. So
I love that.
Did you know that?
I do, or now I do.
Now you do.
But let's continue that evolution. I think that's important.
I think what I'm really hearing right now is that every football game should be played in Hawaii.
Wouldn't that be unreal? I don't think anyone would be mad at it, you know. But maybe just the travel or the travelers. That's tough. But let's find more sun. Let's find more sun.
Just my guy.
He better pray that this weather stay the way it is now, because he in for a rude awakening.
He said, "Let's do grass."
Let's do grass.
You are already doing that.
My
Dylan,
dude
okay?
was booted and zooted. I think we could say. At least it seemed like. Maybe not.
He's
I don't
doing
know.
grass.
He was a big fan of grass in that interview. We know that. But whatever, man. It can't be worse than Johnny Manziel in that regard. All I know is
I think he actually studies. So
yeah, I do, and I think he'll
better outcome.
And the positive is he played at 3 different colleges.
Yes,
and he was pretty successful at each of those places he was. So
Oklahoma, UCF, Oklahoma, Oregon.
Yeah. So I mean, like coming in and learning an offense is not something foreign to him. He should be able to handle that.
And at those 3 schools, he started at 3 years apiece for 3 schools. He has 9 years of college experience. If he's not ready now, he'll never be.
I totally agree with that.
I honestly think he played 6 years of college football, for being honest, but it really felt like 9.
I was looking at this thing on IG yesterday, and it was talking about Bill Parcells and how he drafted quarterbacks.
Okay.
And I think he had 7 rules. The 7 rules are: 1, must be a senior. Dillon Gabriel checks that box.
Yeah.
Must be a 3-year starter.
Checks that box.
Yep. He graduated from college. Checks that box.
If he didn't, he's went to a billion of them. He should have a degree from somewhere.
He started 30 games. He checked that.
He has to.
Wins at least 23 of those 30 games. Sure, he's done that. Post a 2-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio. I'm pretty sure he got that too. And 7, must complete at least 60% of passes.
Dillon Gabriel, for what it's worth. How much did you say? 60%?
60%.
He, in college, combined college totals, 65%.
Okay, got that done. Is he 2-to-1 in touchdowns to picks?
I'm looking to see. Let's see. He had 155 touchdowns to 32 interceptions. So yes, he did do that. I don't have the stats for each of those seasons as far as what the win totals were, looking at what I'm looking at here. But yeah, I would guess that between UCF, which was a pretty successful program, Oklahoma, which was not as good the last couple of years, to be fair, and then at Oregon, I'm going to guess he probably, won 60% of those games. That sounds about right. But yeah, he checks all the boxes, to your point.
And this is Hall of Fame coach Bill Parcells.
Yeah. Doesn't mean that everyone who's, I'm sure you can find examples of guys who did all those things and then they got to the NFL and were poo. But that's a good base to start from. I don't disagree with that. I like that a lot. I think that's actually pretty good.
Dillon Gabriel's career college win-loss record was 46-17 across 6 seasons.
So he's fine. He's definitely up a win percentage, probably over 700 there, if my quick math tells me. So good stuff. We'll find out what he does this weekend. I'm not a bring in Shador guy. I just want to see whoever gets the job be successful. So as a Browns fan,
I'm hoping Dillon is successful, but if he's not, or if he's not the runaway guy, I would love to see Shador. But I hope that I want one of them to work. To be honest with you. It don't matter which one. I just want one of them to work.
I'm not a huge fan of all the new traditions that Ohio State's been trying to do. Like we've talked about the camp song that has fell flat on its face, which we predicted would happen. And
treat me well.
I actually want to hear you sing it more than I want to hear them sing it now. But there is a tradition that I can get behind of these new traditions they're doing at the shoe. We'll tell you about one next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey, folks, good morning to you. We are noticing our first crash of the morning, and it's happening over on the east side by Bryce Road. It's on 70 westbound, just past Bryce Road, where a right lane is currently blocked out there. We are down to slow drive times, 15 miles per hour on that 70 westbound direction. Again, do be mindful, crew members on scene this morning. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
More than a few of our patients have talked to me about their first time, but it's not the first time you're probably thinking about. It's the first time that erectile dysfunction ruined the moment. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if you're over 50, it's likely that you've had that first time yourself. But the good news is that if you're like most men, that first time can be the last time that ED impacts your sex life. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're experts in treating ED. We've treated tens of thousands of men using protocols with success rates well over 90%. And those treatments have, in most cases, made sex great again for both them and their partners. You could even find that you're performing like you haven't in years. So if ED has been affecting your intimacy, it's time to make the last time that happens the last time that happens. For just $99, you'll receive blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 6 offices in the tri-state area to serve you.
Oven-baked French toast, hot melty cheese, and meat, and meat, and meat. Introducing UDF's new 3-meat French toast sandwich, piled with bacon, sausage, and Canadian bacon. United Dairy Farmers, mornings made for you.
Go, go, go!
Fox Tonight takes you to hell and back.
Let's go!
First, an all-new Hell's Kitchen has
The Battle of the States.
who will make their hometown proud.
Good luck on that one.
Then, Special Forces goes deep.
You're going underwater in an aircraft.
This is one of my biggest fears.
You will potentially die.
These celebrities will learn why it's called the world's toughest test.
She's unconscious.
Get him, Tyvis! Come here, come on, girl, breathe.
Tonight, starting at 8 on Fox 28.
At the end of the day, the sun sets on Central Ohio, but stories are still unfolding. Every voice, every neighborhood, every question that still needs answers. Fox 28 News at 10 is there in the quiet moments and at the turning points, digging deeper, finding solutions, lifting up the communities that shape who we are. At the end of the day, you deserve a team that's on your side. Fox 28 News at 10, always on your side.
Skyline's new chicken chili is here. Now you can enjoy that legendary Skyline taste with a new protein option. Try Skyline's chicken chili on Waze, Coney's, and all your Skyline favorites. Feeling good. It's Skyline time.
Shop Meijer and bring more good to life with low prices on everyday favorites and essentials. California organic green or red seedless grapes are $1.99 a pound. Buy one, get one free, fresh from Meijer whole pork shoulder butt roast. Stock up on household items like save $2 on Meijer Ultra Liquid Dish Soap. Get $4 off Meijer Ultra Paper Towels, 12 double rolls. And don't forget to stop by the Meijer Pharmacy for your flu shot. Available today while you shop. That's the good life, a good deal better. Exclusions apply. See Meijer.com for details.
Did you want information on the Ohio Lottery's Rolling Cash 5? Okay, Rolling Cash 5 is a daily draw game where you select 5 numbers from 1 to 39 and win by matching 2, 3, 4, or 5 numbers. Jackpots start at $100,000 and grow until someone wins. You can learn more at OhioLottery.com or the Ohio Lottery app. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly. Want to go back to the radio? Okay.
Our clients deserve for us to care, and they deserve to feel serviced. They have questions, and they deserve answers. We're counselors first because I'm not selling them anything. I'm trying to teach clients how to protect themselves. At Curtis & Associates, we're personal injury attorneys. We've helped and continue to help hundreds and hundreds of clients every year. That's important to us. If you've been injured in an accident and it's not your fault, call now. 614-GOT-HURT. That's 614-GOT-HURT. Curtis & Associates. Attorneys who care.
If only there was a radio show that constantly talked about Ohio State athletics. Well, good news. It's real, baby. The Buckeye Show.
Weeknights at 6.
Proud to be your flagship home of the Buckeyes. The Fan, Ohio sports destination. It's almost Football Friday. All play and no work.
Sponsored by Tansky's Sawmill Toyota.
Your home for football, The Fan. Tyvis played in some of the biggest stadiums in the world. T-Bone has eaten some of the biggest pizzas in the world. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
The list coming up at 7:15. Top 5 worst Browns and or Bengals quarterbacks. And we're not doing like 5 Browns, 5 Bengals. We are doing a mix of the worst of both of them.
And
so
you got some
combined.
You got Cincy.
I've got some Bengals.
Dylan, you got some Cincy guys?
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a couple.
Who am I overlooking?
Oh, you're Tyvis.
I gotta be. Let me go look.
Tyvis, just go look up worst Bengals quarterback in history, and one name will pop to the top of that list, and it will be on every Bengals fan's list.
Wait.
I have 2 Bengals on my list. That's how I found 2 that I would say rank up there with some of the worst Browns quarterbacks of all time. But you don't have to spoil it. We'll do that at 7:15. By the way, you can jump in the YouTube chat and tell us yours. Just go to YouTube, 971 The Fan, click on T-Bone and Tyvis. Don't forget this afternoon. We know the Guardians and Tigers, Game 3 for all the marbles. 3 o'clock is when that starts. Hey, Common Man and Timmy also starts at 3 in the P right here on The Fan. So Tyler Danberg, our intrepid update analyst and sideline reporter for the Ohio State Radio Network, he will be in studio anytime there is any type of in-game action that you need to know about. He will pop on and say, "Shut up, Timmy. I got to tell you about what's going on." And they will get you the live updates from the game as quickly as, not live, but next to live, almost live, adjacent to live. That's what they're going to do. That'll come up today, starting at 3. So if you're listening to the radio and you're like, I need to know what's going on with the guards, they will have that completely covered for you this afternoon. So make sure you check that out. They also have Around the Big Ten with Adam Rittenberg at 3:30 and Too Hot with Teddy at 4:30. So we'll see if we made any of those. Sometimes they play clips of our show on that. You never know. One tradition at Ohio State, the victory bell ringing before the game.
Mm-hmm.
If you listen to this show, you know how I feel about that.
You hate it.
I don't like ringing something called the victory bell before victory has been secured.
There has not been one thing that you've embraced since that they've changed this year.
Yeah, that's right. That's probably true.
What about it? Isn't it like...
I'm trying to think if there was anything that we talked about.
Isn't it some stands? Like you could sit on top of a something now? You could
some stands? What do you mean?
Like, isn't there like a box or something you can sit on top of the... I don't know.
Sit on that thing? Is that
Wow.
One of my favorite Family Feud moments.
I feel like maybe they didn't build it yet. I don't know. I thought I seen something about they was going to make something and then you could like put seats on top of it or something.
Well, whatever. The victory bell thing, I don't like the principled idea of ringing something called the victory bell, which was only rang after you won. It's earned. It's like, to me, well, why don't we just put the Buckeye leaves on the helmet to start the season? Because that'll look really cool. It's like, you didn't earn them yet. That's why. That's the fun part of this. Give them gold pants before they even play Michigan because, well, they're earned. That's what the victory bell is. However, they've decided to do that, whatever. Now, since that is the thing they're doing, I have to say, I like some of the selections they've had for people to ring the victory bell. I like that they had John Cooper back to do that. That was a cool gesture. Trying to remember who one of the other ones was.
Clark Kellogg.
Clark Kellogg, of course. Great call.
Who was
Love
the
that.
first one? Oh, Archie.
Archie did it the first time, yeah. So that's also great, right? Of course. All these things I like all those guys. I'm glad they did that. I'm looking forward to see. I do like when they unveil who it is going to be. That is a nice part of this. I just wish it was something other than the victory bell. I wish it was so-and-so's going to, lead them on the field or dotting the I, stuff like that. I know the band keeps that pretty sacred.
You ain't dotting no I. I'm going to tell you that now.
They asked Tyvis to ring the victory bell, and he declined. He said he had to work. He had to do a BTN kickoff show.
They didn't ask me, but that's exactly what would happen, though.
That's a shame. As you would
unless
say,
I'm doing the show from here. Unless I'm doing the show from here, there's no way.
But you can't tell the BTN people, like, hey, sorry, my university, my alma mater, the reason partially that you know my name, they want me to come back and honor me, and I'm going to just ignore that and go out to Purdue to talk about, I'm just saying,
ask you this.
on 1 week.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Would you rather get paid or not?
That's fair. I like getting paid.
What are we talking about here? You want me to cancel unless they paying me to ring the victory bell? I'm cool.
Well, the guy who is going to ring the victory bell this week, who apparently is not getting paid, but he doesn't care, is Michael Redd.
He's local
guy.
He's local.
My guy.
But he's local, though.
Do you understand the man crush / just Buckeye crush that I have on Michael Redd?
He in the
as a player.
He's in the Hall of Fame.
In the Basketball Hall of Fame, yeah. Because he was on the Redeem team.
Yes.
With Kobe and LeBron and everybody.
Michael Redd had that jumper. The left-handed demon.
Michael Redd, I'm telling you, is one of my all-time favorite Buckeyes. Any sport, anywhere. It is a shame that because Boban Savovic took a little bit of cash, like we had some victories get vacated or whatever. It doesn't. Michael Redd, Scooney Penn, era of Buckeye basketball.
They couldn't get a couple dollars, huh?
Let me tell you right now, that era with Jim O'Brien, that era of Buckeye basketball, when people hear me railing on the Buckeye basketball team and saying, I think we should have higher standards, I think we should do this, you have to remember, I watched Jimmy Jackson play, and I saw a team that was every year competitive, like a NCAA tournament level team, all of that. Then I saw the Randy Ayers era where it cratered out and guys are getting thrown off the team for breaking into cars on campus and all kinds of other debauchery. It was as bad as the program's ever been. And then what era came after that was this one with Michael Redd and Scooney Penn and just a tremendous team. I still to this day, that's what I look at. After that,
this
kept
is why
the level up.
This is why you hate Jake Diebler.
No, I don't hate Jake Diebler. I want him to live up to the expectations that I have for this program. I, as a Buckeye basketball fan, remember Michael Redd and Scooney Penn. I remember Jimmy Jackson. I want to see this program get back to those heights with Thad Matta and all the great teams he had, where every year it was pretty much like, yeah, they're making the tournament, but then what are they going to do? And instead now we're like, well, maybe if the 4 or 5 years we could make the tournament, that'd be fun. No.
We're in a drought. The ball has hit how the ball, when you bounce a ball, it hit the ground and then it come up?
Yeah.
The ball hit the ground last year.
Sometimes the ball's flat, buddy. Sometimes the ball doesn't have any air in it, and it doesn't bounce back up.
Back on the way up. We just hit the ground.
Please do. I wanted to, but I'm telling you. So Michael Redd is one of the reasons why I have high standards for Buckeye basketball, because when I watched that guy play, I saw with this and a great NBA career that he played for
Milwaukee
a lot of teams.
Bucks.
But he was a Milwaukee Buck. He went from the Bucks to the Bucks. My guy, and he made some bucks too. Good for him.
Not in college, though.
Deuce.
No, well, I hope he did. I hope he got money in college, too. I don't care. By all means.
Well, it's past the statute of limitation. He can admit it.
My guy, Michael Redd. So he's ringing the bell. Good for him. Someone in the sports world is apologizing, and I don't think they should have to. We'll talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Getting closer to that 7 o'clock hour, and we are noticing more drivers out and about this Thursday morning. Starting in New Albany, of course, we have that congestion by that 161 and 62 intersection. Still noticing that crash impact for folks in Bryce and Reynoldsburg on that 70 westbound direction, just past Bryce Road. And lastly, for folks in Canal, Winchester, and Pickerington, do be mindful of slowness going on 33 westbound over by Gender Road this morning. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
When it comes to your roofing, siding, or gutter needs, call Newman Roofing. 614-NEW-ROOF. NewmanRoofing.com.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. Hand it to Kroger shoppers. You never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Check out this great deal on select Lay's potato chips. They're on sale now. 4 bags for only $10 with your card when you buy 4. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
Wilson, we've got a problem at Pella.
I like where this is going.
Because of Pella's reputation and quality, a lot of folks assume that we're out of budget.
Oh, I hate hearing.
But we've actually got 5 awesome window lines that fit any budget, from the $300,000 to the $3 million home, and far from the most expensive.
So you actually don't have a problem. Awesome.
Get the windows that Columbus homeowners rated the leading window brand at PellaColumbus.com.
Hey guys, it's Bobby Carpenter here. Are you feeling low energy, trouble focusing, less interest in the things you used to enjoy? How about this? Less strength. It could be low testosterone. Affinity Whole Health is offering free labs to check your testosterone levels. These labs, they're normally $99, but in the month of October, they are free. Sign up now at feelgreatcolumbus.com. Learn why I and thousands of other men trust the experts at Affinity Whole Health. Go to feelgreatcolumbus.com and feel like yourself again.
Truck drivers, it's time to take your skills to a company that invests in your safety and comfort. Schneider's newer and well-maintained equipment keeps drivers moving and making money. Our trucks are spec'd with the latest safety and comfort features that drivers want. Plus, we offer a huge selection of driving jobs so you can find a job with the home time and schedule you've been looking for. Upgrade to a better driving job today. Search jobs near you and apply now at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
Hey, it's Timmy Hall. Looky here, guys. The Grove City Smokin' Hot Wing and Music Fest is back for year 3, Saturday, October 4th at American Nitro. I'm excited. We're talking cold beer, killer wings, live music all day, football on the big screen. It all supports Ghosts of War, helping veterans in need. So veterans and military, you're in free, baby. Get your tickets at AmericanNitro.com/wingfest. Brought to you by The Fan, Columbus Chamber, Martin Painting, T-Mobile, and Greenscapes. Wingfest, flavor, fun, and football. What more do you need?
Hi, I'm Joanna Williams, General Manager at Tansky Sawmill Toyota, and it's tire time at Tansky Sawmill Toyota. Now through October 31st, you can buy 3 tires and get 1 for $1. Visit TanskySawmillToyota.com to schedule your appointment today, or hurry into Tansky Sawmill Toyota on the corner of Sawmill and 161 in Dublin to get those cars ready for winter. And when you think tires, think Tansky.
Think Toyota. Think Tansky. Think Tansky.
When we started the company, I was absolutely going to build my own plant. We can build a very, very good window and sell it at a reasonable price. And if you buy from a company that is a dealer, they have to order the part from the factory, have it sent, and then schedule a service. I got 500 locks out back. If you need a lock, it'll take me 15 seconds to walk back here and grab one for you.
Visit our showroom today at 4200 Roberts Road.
You've heard about the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. Yeah, that's an old one. My dad told that one to me. But when it's your real feet, it's not a game. It's awful. Hey, it's Anthony. I had pain in my feet and my lower back, so I went to the Good Feet store and got the support I needed in my shoes that changed the game for me. I went in and they personally fit me for arch supports that would be perfect for my feet. The fitting process is simple. They ask the right questions about exactly what I was experiencing and the lifestyle I want to be able to live. They professionally measured my feet and arch size, and before I knew it, I was wearing my new arch supports home. Get back to living the life you love with the Good Feet store. For more than 30 years, they've taken great pleasure in helping thousands discover the comfort they've been dreaming of. I'm a customer. I have their 3-step system put into all of my shoes. Get professionally fitted at the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway or Stringtown Road in Grove City. Learn more at goodfeet.com.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
When your furnace or air conditioner is broke, we come out that same day. Dormar, home the Tin Man.
Make this your year. Looking for a new career in the high-demand fields of IT and cybersecurity? Attend classes live, online, or on campus. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today.
Financial aid is available to those who qualify. Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dillon Gonzalez. October baseball was in full effect yesterday, and one Ohio team kept their season alive. The Cleveland Guardians were able to bounce back and win Game 2 of their wild card series versus the Detroit Tigers. The game was tied at 1 in the 8th when the Guards broke the game open with a 5-run inning that included a homer by Brian Rocchio. Cleveland will host Detroit for a do-or-die Game 3 at 3 o'clock today. The Cincinnati Reds, however, lost their winner-go-home Game 2 in Los Angeles to the Dodgers by a final score of 8-4. And finally, we have Thursday Night Football tonight in the NFL. The San Francisco 49ers are set to travel to L.A. to play the Rams. This update was sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. It's great to have goals. It's even better to have experts to help you attain those goals. Experts in weight loss. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Two men who both know the value of a good hat.
Your balls!
This is Bone and Tyvis.
Coming up 7:15, the list, top 5, I don't know why I'm saying top 5, worst 5 quarterbacks in Browns or Bengals history. Both are eligible for this list, so it's a mix of both. We'll do that at 7:15.
I just don't understand this. There's no way you telling me Cincinnati had a quarterback worse than the Browns.
I mean, they've had a few bad quarterbacks, Tyvis. A few bad quarterbacks.
Not like this.
Okay, that's fine.
Not like this.
That's the whole point of the list is we can debate and argue about it. But you can tweet us yours at Bone and Tyvis 971 on Twitter if you'd like to do so. Don't forget as well, we can get your audio now. You can actually go on the Fan app, and then there's a record audio button right there on the app. Once you do that, you get 30 seconds to sound off on whatever you want to. So tonight, got some Thursday night football action. Maybe you want to weigh in on that, what you think is going to happen. Maybe you could talk about whatever you think is going to happen this weekend with the Browns or the Buckeyes or anything else you want to. Guardians in action today at 3. Maybe you want to react to that. We can have those reactions and play them for you tomorrow morning. So just keep that in mind. Go to the Fan app and start doing that. Get it in your system. Get ready for it, because you never know when you're going to have something you just want to pop off and say, we can get that audio and play it on the show. You could be a big radio star possibly, or at least have your 30 seconds of unadulterated going off on whatever you want to.
Do we want to give an example of what someone said?
Yeah, play one. Go ahead.
I know we're talking about two different sports here, but who has better form, Bobby Reed or Riley Reed?
Great question.
It's a great. Bobby Reed was a quarterback. I don't remember what Riley Reed does for a profession.
He's a porn star.
Oh, thanks, Dustin. That's right. Something like that. So yeah, you know, if you want to do that or maybe something else, you can send that to us. Just right now, go to the Fan app. Get ready. Just download the Fan app. Have it ready for whenever you need it. There you go. So someone in the sports world is apologizing. Your guy, Tyvis, Robert Saleh. Talked about him earlier in the week. Defensive coordinator for the Niners, former Jets head coach. But he had the comments last week talking about Liam Cohen from the Jags and saying he respected what they do, but that they legally steal signs with the way they move around on offense. And his defense has to be prepared for that. He meant it as a compliment. Liam Cohen did not take it as a compliment. After the Jags beat the Niners, Liam Cohen went and screamed at Robert Saleh, "Keep my name out of your effing mouth," which Robert Saleh responded with, "I will effing end your effing world," which is one of my favorite quotes of all time. So now Robert Saleh gets asked about this in the media, and he apologized. He said it was a poor choice of words. not the end your world thing. He's apologizing for last week. He said, "It's all good. Whatever happened on Sunday doesn't change how I feel. In my heart, I genuinely was trying to give a compliment, and I own the fact that I probably used the wrong choice of words. But however you want to word it, I mean, they're really, really good at putting their players in position to be successful." I feel like he shouldn't have had to apologize for that. I feel like if Liam Cohen is too stupid to take a compliment, then that's not on Robert Saleh. If you say something nice to someone and they get offended, that's not on you. That's on possibly that person being dumb.
Didn't Jay-Z say that?
Did he?
I think he said something like that. If I say something and you take it as a insult, that's on you. That's not on me.
I wasn't familiar with that. I didn't. Yeah, that's good. I didn't know about that. So your guy Robert Saleh just, apparently trying to be the nice guy.
Yeah, I told you, he's a genuinely good guy. So he's going to try to take the high road and everything. Me, I'm petty. I would have just said it is what it is.
Speaking of being petty, by the way, Cam Ward, rookie quarterback for Tennessee Titans, he had, after they fell to 0-4, right? I think that's their record now, 0-4.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah. He said the following when asked about how the team was performing.
I mean, if we're keeping a buck right now, we ass. So we 0-4. We have, this point, we got nothing to lose. We dropped a quarter of our games, and we've yet to do anything. So we have to lock in.
Yeah. So his head coach, Brian Callahan, was asked, "Hey, what do you think of your starting quarterback saying, quote, we ass?" Here's Brian Callahan's assessment of that.
He's still he's a young player. He's the number one overall pick. He's the face of the franchise, if you will. He's got high expectations for himself. We have high expectations around him. And we all want to meet those. And his ability to be in that spotlight in that moment, I think, is a growing process for him. I think he's growing up. I think he's starting to understand the weight of his words, what those things mean when he speaks and everyone's listening and watching. And then even though he says, he follows up the commentary with a lot of the right things, it's the one-liner that gets taken. And, he's learning how to deal with you guys and how to understand how to have those conversations and still, maintain the image that he wants to maintain as a starting quarterback. So growing up is not always easy. And I think there's some things that he's learning along the way, just like we all do.
That man is a dead man walking.
Ooh, I got something for you, Tyvis. This is inspired by Brian Callahan.
Dead man walking.
That's Brian Callahan. Shut up, Brian Callahan.
He really... I don't think he's going to make it past this year. I don't think he is.
Well, this is year 2.
I think
right? Brian Callahan?
You guaranteed 2 when you get, I won't say guaranteed.
Well, the Browns.
Some people give you 1.
They've had a few 1 and done.
Traditionally, you get 2 years.
Yeah.
But, if you look this bad in year 1 and then you look this bad again in year 2, why would we give you year 3? It don't make sense.
Well, and I like to call this the bad franchise carousel that they get on, where they will do something, and I don't know that they will go this far, but the Titans now look like, you're right, I expect that they will probably not have Brian Callahan be the coach beyond this year. Maybe he gets fired in the middle of the season. But they just drafted a rookie quarterback. And what happens so often with bad franchises is they will have a dumb head coach who will have the previous regime's players, and then that dumb head coach will suck that year, and then he will say, you know what? I'm going to get my guy. I'm going to get my quarterback. We're going to draft a quarterback because we were awful last year. They draft a new quarterback. Sometimes they do this with GM and coach are like the new regime. They draft the bad quarterback, or they draft a guy they think is going to be good. They hope is good. That guy doesn't pan out in year one. But now that's year two for the bad coach. He gets fired after rookie quarterback's first year. Now new coach comes in with project quarterback, not rookie quarterback. Now it's guy that needs fixed. And the new coach is like, yeah, I'll give it a shot, but I want to draft my quarterback. And then you continue that stupid cycle over and over and over again. Not that I'm saying that means you should keep both these guys around forever, right? But like, if Brian Callahan isn't working out as your head coach, and if, let's say, Cam Ward isn't good after this year, the organization, if they do decide to move on from the quarterback, the directive should be to the new, or from the coach, I mean, the directive should be to the new coach, draft who you want. You want to go out and draft a quarterback again? Fine. If you have a top 5 pick again, go do it. And then don't say, sorry, Cam Ward, here's all the money you get paid as a first-round pick, but we have no loyalty to you, and we're going to trade you away to someone who could use like a project quarterback and maybe fix you.
Isn't that what happened to Josh Rosen?
Yeah.
Did they fire their coach, and then the new coach came in and took Kyler Murray?
I feel like that's correct.
I
after
think
1 year. I think you're right. The Cardinals.
The best example of this is the Bears right now. They drafted Mitch, fired their coach, drafted Justin Fields, fired their coach, drafted Caleb Williams, fired their coach.
Yep, they do it all. Bad franchises do this over and over. And some of them, like the Bears, are just in a streak of doing it. But a lot of them do it for a couple cycles, and then they break it, and they find someone, and they get out of it. But it's so tempting when you have the young quarterback that we've got to salvage, so let's fire the head coach. No, if the young quarterback isn't getting it done in year one, I'm not saying boot him from the NFL, but if, let's say, Cam Ward doesn't improve a ton this year, and if they do end up firing Brian Callahan, then go with whoever you get next year.
Send Bill back to Cleveland. That's what.
Oh, that's what everybody in Cleveland wants is Bill Callahan, his dad, back there as an offensive line coach. But, yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, you got to break that cycle somehow by letting the coach draft the quarterback so they're tied together instead of, well, I have a year with the project guy, and then I start over, and then year two, that guy gets fired again. It's just a recipe for disaster. All right. Speaking of bad quarterbacking, the list coming up next. Worst quarterbacks in Browns and Bengals history. Steve-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and welcome to your Thursday. We are noticing a new crash on the roads, and it's happening in our south downtown area. It's on 71, that northbound direction, just past State Route 104, also known as Frank Road, where Center Lane is currently blocked red. Lots of red on our time saver traffic map, which means congestion is just building down there. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
More than a few of our patients have talked to me about their first time, but it's not the first time you're probably thinking about. It's the first time that erectile dysfunction ruined the moment. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if you're over 50, it's likely that you've had that first time yourself. But the good news is that if you're like most men, that first time can be the last time that ED impacts your sex life. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're experts in treating ED. We've treated tens of thousands of men using protocols with success rates well over 90%. And those treatments have, in most cases, made sex great again for both them and their partners. You could even find that you're performing like you haven't in years. So if ED has been affecting your intimacy, it's time to make the last time that happens the last time that happens. For just $99, you'll receive blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 6 offices in the tri-state area to serve you.
At Baths R Us, we believe home improvement is life improvement, and that starts with a team who brings your vision to life. Our installers aren't just skilled, they're experts.
This is who we are. This is what we do all day, every day.
Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel. Plus, low to no monthly payments. Call 380-225-BATH to schedule your free estimate or go to bathsrus.com. 380-225-2284. Baths R Us, where dreams soak in.
Call 1-877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS.
Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Good morning, Columbus. It's going to be a good day, and it's going to be big. With the biggest morning news team in Central Ohio, Good Day Columbus. The biggest news, weather, and traffic in town every day. Bringing you over 5 hours of breaking news, live reports, and continuing coverage, and stories that'll make you smile. First Warning Weather gets you ready for the day ahead, and Steer Clear Team Traffic will get you to work on time. Good Day Columbus, weekday mornings on ABC 6. It's going to be a good day.
Hello, it's Robin Roberts here.
Hey guys, it's George Stephanopoulos here.
Hey everybody, it's Michael Strahan here. Wake up with Good Morning America.
Robin, George, Michael, GMA, America's favorite #1 morning show. The morning's first breaking news, exclusive interviews, what everyone will be talking about that day. Put some good in your morning and start your day with GMA.
Good Morning America.
Tuesday morning starting at 7 on ABC 6.
With autumn's arrival, ISA certified arborists recommend that fallen leaves be left alone or mulched to improve plant health. When leaves decay, they transform into organic matter absorbed by the soil to become moisture to trees through their roots, which helps trees weather drought conditions. Leaves are also a natural habitat for butterflies, chipmunks, earthworms, and others, which increases the population of beneficial insects for the next growing season. To learn more about the benefits of autumn leaves, contact an ISA certified arborist near you by going to trees4ohio.org. That's trees4ohio.org.
The ONN Daily Podcast. Get a recap of all the day's news from across the state.
ONN affiliate WBNS TV reports.
Haley Kirby reporting in downtown Toledo.
From the State House, Kevin Landers.
ONN Canton.
ONN affiliate WKYC TV in Cleveland explains.
In Marietta, Brett Wharf, ONN News.
Emma Henderson in Genoa.
The ONN Daily Podcast. Listen at onnradio.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts from the Ohio News Network. Austin and Berm are back with a new daily podcast, the ultimate OSU football insiders. You know, it's refreshing to have some smart people working here from time to time.
The Beat with Austin and Berm on the 10 TV Plus app.
Subscribe today. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
As we inch closer to the weekend, we continue to see the dry and warm weather. Wake up temperatures in the upper 40s to low 50s, and then this afternoon will be mostly sunny with our highs in the low 80s. For tonight, mostly cloudy overnight with our lows getting down into the 50s and then low 80s again on Friday. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
The Big Nine was a sad, incomplete place. Enter Ohio State. The rest is history. The Buckeye Show.
Weeknights at 6.
The Fan. Tyvis is drinking a protein shake for breakfast. T-Bone is eating a protein donut. Minus the protein. And it's more than one donut. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
A shout out to the YouTube chat. Topanga's top third said, are we just going to argue... Are we just going to ignore Shador Sanders' bizarre mime interview? So cringe. No, we're not going to ignore that. I've got thoughts on that. We will get to those as the show goes on. But
it's not like we could play sound from it.
Yeah, right. I like to play sound, and there's nothing to play there.
Dummy.
It was,
as in Shador.
Yeah, Shador was, I don't know what he's doing. It's utterly bizarre, and there's no, good excuse for that. I don't know what he was trying to do there, but it's stupid. Vinny 2-time says, good morning, gentlemen. Came in from New Jersey for the game Saturday, presumably the OSU game, but going to Cleveland to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame today. We listen on the app every morning. Shout out to you, Vinny 2-times. Thanks for listening. We appreciate you.
I haven't been to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in quite some time.
Yeah, I have only been once, and I loved it.
I think I went once when I was in elementary school.
Yeah? Oh, you got to go again because I don't know if they still have it. For a while, they had, when we were there, they had the a studio setup where you could go in. And they had drum studios. They had guitars. And you could literally grab the guitar. It's plugged in with amps. And then there'd be a video of some famous guitarist who's in the Rock Hall of Fame being like, here's how you play Smoke on the Water or some real simple thing. And they would walk you through. And by the end of it, you could play it on the guitar. And then you go to the bass,
that's pretty
the
cool.
piano. You go into a studio and record your voice singing.
Yeah, but
it was awesome.
When I went, it had to be like 6th or 7th grade.
Yeah, this
and
was
like
a long time ago.
Obviously the Great Lakes Science Center is there right next to it, so it's like you try to hit both of those in the same day.
Yeah.
That type of thing. But it's like a field trip type thing.
Yeah, you should go up and take the kids. It'll be fun.
As a huge Ice Cube fan, my favorite part of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is that they have the letter that the FBI sent NWA after they wrote the song F the Police.
Did they really?
They have the letter in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and you can read it.
That is very rock and roll. I mean, that's what it is. The attitude of rock and roll. It's there at the Rock Hall of Fame. So yeah,
Blank the Police coming straight from the underground. It's a classic.
And now that's the guy in like movies about taking the kids in an RV.
Yeah, RV there. Yeah.
Ice Cube. Yes, exactly right.
The best, the worst, and sometimes even the dumbest. It's all here on the list.
All right, we are going both Cleveland and Cincinnati on this one. Top 5.
I'm going all Cleveland because I'm not going to disrespect Cincinnati.
No, you should.
I can't wait to hear this.
There's for sure one that should be on this list from the Bengals.
The worst 5 quarterbacks in Browns and Bengals history. And one of them, we actually got a tweet from a Browns fan. At Bone and Tyvis 971, who put this on his list. But let's start with number 5. My number 5 worst quarterback from both of those franchises is Ken Dorsey. Started 3 games for the Browns, threw 0 touchdowns to 7 interceptions, 46% completion percentage. Bad. Bad. But he's my number 5.
My number 5 is Brandon Weeden.
He squishy face himself.
Yeah, the 30-year-old first round quarterback that we took that did absolutely nothing.
He got trampled by the flag.
Yeah.
Don't tread on me. He got tread upon by the flag. Dillon, who's your number 5?
So for my list, I didn't really put in a lot of people that only started a handful of games. I wanted a huge body of work of trash.
Okay.
So my number 5 needs no explanation. Johnny Manziel.
Johnny Manziel's a good call.
The hype of the first round pick combined with the trash play, I think he deserves to be on this list.
That is a good call. My number 4 is actually a Bengal.
Oh.
And it's one of 2 I have on my list.
Let's hear it.
David Klingler. Now, he only had 1 season. He played in 3 years, I think, for the Bengals. This is back in the 90s. He had 1 season where he threw more touchdowns than picks, and it was his rookie year. He started 4 games that year. He threw 3 touchdowns to 2 picks, but that was his best season, and he was atrocious and just a terrible failure of a quarterback. So he's my number 4.
See, that he old, so I wouldn't know that.
That's okay, but you can go look at
I'm not going all the way back to look at
by the way, I'm old and I remember this, so that's why I put it there. He was bad.
Number 4 for me, Cody Kessler. Horrible. Just horrible. This is sad. This is really sad. You know, I was there with Cody Kessler and Deshaun Kaiser, and at first I was like, they not that bad. And then as that season, obviously I got cut, and I was watching from... Where was I at in 17?
You were at
in San Fran.
I was going to say you were at the mound at Progressive Field. The first pitch, if I remember correctly.
That's funny. I think I was at 17. I ended up being in San Fran by the end of 17. Okay. So I was watching, it's like, they really are that bad. Yeah.
Cody Kessler was bad, but he gets knocked off. He's not on my top 5 for the worst because he was able to land one of the hottest women in the world as his fiance for a while.
Ooh.
Valeria Kushkinaya.
I don't even know who that is.
Sounds hot.
I don't even know who that is.
She was something. So
hold on,
I think they broke. I don't know if they ever. Oh no, it says they got married in 2018, so they're good.
Oh, yeah. they still together.
I think so. Yeah. Look up Cody Kessler's fiance. You'll find her. She's great. Dillon, you're number 4.
Number 4 on my list would go on to be a Super Bowl winning head coach, but bad quarterback, Doug Peterson.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. He started 8 games for the Browns in 2000, was 1-7 with 1,000 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions.
Very bad. Very correct. Number 3 on my list, another Bengal. This is the one we had a tweet come in at Bone and Tyvis from Ohio Against the World, which is a Browns account, judging by his Twitter avatar. It's the Browns dog. Achilles Smith for the Bengals has to be on the top 5 worst Browns-Bengals quarterbacks. And he actually brought out the numbers and tweeted them.
Wait.
I have the numbers.
Let's do numbers.
Achilles Smith started 17 games for the Bengals, 46% completion percentage. How many touchdowns do you think he threw in 17 games for the Bengals?
8.
5.
17 games, 5 touchdowns.
13 picks. Yeah.
To his defense, it would have been 16 back then.
Wow.
You know?
No. I looked this up. He played in 7. He played over a couple years.
What years was this?
This was like mid-90s, like 96, I want to say, 97,
He was the third overall pick in his draft.
He was their franchise quarterback.
First round pick.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
Achilles Smith, go look him up. Awful. One of the biggest draft busts of all time for the Bengals. That's my number 3.
Okay, I stand corrected. My number 3 is DTR.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
Horrible.
Terrible.
God awful.
Browns have had a lot of bad quarterbacks. When you just have to say 3 letters and every Browns fan goes, ugh, that is bad. Yes.
His name's
correct.
so bad that he shouldn't even get DTR. It's Dorian Thompson-Robinson.
That's right. Ugh, bad. Your number 3, Dylan?
It's David Killinger, which
it's Klingler.
Klinger. I can't even pronounce his name. I just looked up his stats. He's before my time, so that's why I couldn't pronounce his name.
Yeah,
but I just looked up his numbers and was like, geez, this is bad, and you're worth being on this list.
He terrible, atrocious, absolutely bright. Number 2 on the list for me. This is going back to the Browns. Spurgeon Wynn, baby. This man only played a few games for the Browns, but 54 attempts. 54 attempts, Tyvis. 54 passing attempts for a quarterback. How many yards do you think Spurgeon Wynn threw on 54 attempts? How many yards do you think he amassed? He played like 3 or 4 games.
54 attempts, you got to at least get, at worst, you got to have at least 400 yards.
167 yards. That is good for 3.1 yards per attempt as a passer. If you're a running back in the NFL and you're averaging 3.1 a carry, you're not the greatest running back at all. In fact, you're not really very good. That is when you're running the ball, not throwing it through the air. It's one of the worst stats I've ever seen in my life. I watched him play, too, and he was terrible. Spurgeon Wynn, number 2 for me. And number 2 for lots of people. He was number 2 for the Browns, for sure.
Number 2? That's pretty bad. Even this guy did a little bit better than that. That's my number 2 is Johnny Manziel. I mean, it was, if you watch that, his first start against Cincinnati, it was like, really, like, how are you this bad? Like, that's where I was at. Like, he had so much I was behind it. I was like, oh, yeah, he's going to be great. And the fact that it looked the way it looked, it was horrible.
Yeah. Oh, terrible. Now, I had no expectations for him, which is why I don't have him on my list.
No,
because
I did.
I had none for him because I knew he was trash, so it didn't surprise me. Dylan, number 2 for you.
Number 2, the starting quarterback for all of one of the Browns' 0-16 season, Deshaun Kaiser.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trash.
He had 11 touchdowns to 22 interceptions, and like I said, he started all but one of those games in the 0-16 season, so 0-15 as a starter.
Well, and that's why I actually have him as my number 1.
I got him as my number 1, too.
Because I watched him play, and he was 0-15, but, dude, I went up there for his rookie year, because that was also some guy named Myles Garrett was his rookie year, too.
Yeah.
And he didn't start the year because he had was it a suspension or an injury or something?
Who, Myles or Deshaun?
Myles didn't play like the first couple games. His first game was against the Jets because I took my daughters
up.
He
got a sack.
Yeah, he played great. They lost, of course, because it was the 0-16 season. But Deshaun Kaiser in that game was terrible to watch. Seeing it live was painful to me, and then watching it on TV was also bad. But yeah. And that was the game poster, by the way. We came away from my daughter's first game with a Deshaun Kaiser poster for their first. Yay! You went to your first Browns game. What's the souvenir you got? Some guy that no one's ever going to remember other than being trash.
Did you throw darts at it?
No, I'm gonna
be
kept
honest
it for sentimental reasons because I thought, well, maybe the kids will want this someday. But why would they?
When the Browns drafted Deshaun Kaiser, I was there. I was still there for OTAs. This was before I got fired on the mound. When I seen them draft him, I instantly thought like my last game in college was against Notre Dame. The man threw me 2 picks. Now, one of them got called back, but the man threw me 2 picks.
Yeah.
Even if you're not a fan of me, and you think I'm trash, you should really think he trash. He threw it to me twice.
That was the thing. They thought you were so good. They were like, well, anybody would get picked by this guy because Tyvis Powell is so good. We could still draft him. That shows how much faith they had in you.
I went undrafted, and I picked him off twice. That's probably the wrong choice.
Speaking of college quarterbacks who have thrown some picks and who have had, some ups and downs, ESPN put out a list of the best through the worst college quarterbacks through 1 month of the season. So, Julian Sayin, where does he rank on that list of good and bad? I will tell you next. 2 minutes away. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, we are still watching a crash over on the east side by Bryce and Reynoldsburg, noticing some major delays when it comes to this as well. The crash happening 70 that westbound direction just past Bryce Road, where right lane is still blocked this morning, but really causing some backups past even just west of State Route 256, also known as Hill Road, almost by Etna this morning. Definitely make sure to pack the patience. Do know the road is pretty restricted, but still open this morning. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Shop the Meijer 2-Day Super Sale this Friday and Saturday and bring more savings to life with fresh seasonal favorites like certified Angus beef brisket, $4.99 a pound. Eckridge Little Smokies are $2.99. Pepperidge Farm Farmhouse Buns are $1.99. Take $2 off fresh from Meijer football, fruit, or vegetable trays. And Meijer yellow mustard or ketchup, just 79 cents. That's the good life. Exclusions apply. See all deals in-store or in the Meijer app.
Bet365 is paying out before the final whistle.
Check out Bet365's unrivaled early payout offer. When you bet on a team to win and they take a 17-point lead, you get paid no matter the final score. Forget the final whistle and start counting that cash. Hold up. You get early payout on parlays, too.
Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply.
Skyline's new chicken chili is here. Now you can enjoy that legendary Skyline taste with a new protein option. Try Skyline's chicken chili on Waze, Coney's, and all your Skyline favorites. Feeling good. It's Skyline time.
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at awaken180weightloss.com.
All of the hair on their heads is slowly migrating to the lower part of their faces and cracking. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
We have not played this music in a while because I have been negligent in trying to do this segment, but we have a little thing that I'm sad that we haven't played this music for a long time, but coming up at 7:45, it is the triumphant return.
And the maybe is in this, right?
Yeah, technically. You're going to eat the salsa because
but it's a price on it.
Yeah, there'll be a price on it, and
it's like a fair. I got a fair chance.
No. I'm rigging this to make sure that you have to try the salsa. Now, do we have one type of salsa or do you have two?
There's two.
Okay.
Oh, you got this.
It was given to us.
Yeah, this was sent to us. But I'll tell you, it's 7:45. We have some salsa to try. It's actually, I think, from a local company, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So
there you go.
Just be supportive, Tyvis.
Yeah. Gosh. Why do you hate local businesses?
I mean,
what's wrong with you?
I'm a queso and guac type of guy.
You don't eat salsa?
I eat salsa. But
not at
7:30 in the morning.
Do you eat the salsa on your burrito from Chick-fil-A?
Yeah.
No, I use the Chick-fil-A, the other sauce.
Oh, I just use both.
That's ridiculous.
No, it's not.
That's ridiculous.
It's delicious.
That's
and
ridiculous.
It's good.
He is ridiculous.
He's not.
Use both sauces?
Yeah, why not? Can't have too much.
Tyvis,
that's not healthy.
It's not. Salsa's not. Salsa's just vegetables chopped up.
He used Chick-fil-A, so that's like 200 calories.
Oh, who cares?
Let him live.
Delicious. All right. So here is Bill Connolly put this together from ESPN. This is college football top. He went. I think it's like they go through 70 of the programs, 70 quarterbacks. They ranked them best to worst. Who's been the best quarterback in college football start of this year? We're a month into the season, right?
Okay.
So they're basing it on stats and analytics and all kinds of stuff. That's what Bill Connolly does for ESPN. Let him live.
Ethan Kaliak-Manis.
He was on the list. He was low. He was not high. But
he was second in the Big Ten in passing yard.
Maybe I'm wrong. Rutgers quarterback, right? Yeah, okay. I didn't put him on here as where he was, but I have a bunch of other people on the list. So I'll tell you where Julian Sain is in a minute. Here is the top 10. Jaden Mayava, USC quarterback, number 1. Diego Pavia, number 2. Vanderbilt quarterback.
Okay.
Trinidad Chambliss.
Who is that?
That is the Ole Miss quarterback, number 3. He's been doing things. They're undefeated.
Okay.
They're looking good so far.
Let them live.
Fernando Mendoza.
Okay.
Sorry for cooking your bets. That guy for Indiana's 4th. Dante Moore, Oregon quarterback at 5. Brendan Sorsby.
Is he still with Cincinnati?
Yes, and he is apparently having a great year.
I don't know why I know now why he left Indiana, but he should have stayed. I liked him at Indiana.
He is apparently having I'll be honest, I haven't watched a ton of Cincinnati football this year, but he apparently is having a great season.
I remember covering him 2 years ago. He had ended up taking over as the starter at Indiana, and they offense looked a lot better.
Side note, speaking of Brandon Sorsby in Cincinnati, for some reason they are a favorite against Iowa State this week, even though they are unranked, and Iowa State is ranked 17th or something like that.
That's a interesting one to keep an eye on.
That out there.
Yeah, that's definitely an interesting one to keep an eye on. CJ Carr at Notre Dame is 7th. Ty Simpson at Alabama is 8th, and I've told you I think Ty Simpson's legit. He's a good quarterback. DeMond Williams is 9th. We got a good look at him last week with Washington. And Jalen Daniels out at Kansas is number 10 on their list of ESPN's ranking all the quarterbacks through a month of the season.
Julian Sain isn't top 10.
No, but he is 11th. They have him right behind Jalen Daniels from Kansas and right ahead of John Mateer. I presume the healthy version of John Mateer, who's, he's missing a few weeks now with an injury. They have John Mateer 12th, Oklahoma quarterback. Other notables on this list, they ranked Carson Beck 18th. My guy, Bo Pribula, out at Missouri, they have 19th.
Should have been at Penn State.
We'll get to who Penn State's quarterback is and where he ranks in a little bit. Dylan Raiola is at 25. Your guy, Lenore Sellers, at 27, South Carolina's quarterback. Garrett Nussmeier, they ranked 37th through 1 month of the season.
Dang.
This is based on performance, folks. It's based on what they're seeing with the numbers and all that stuff.
I seen a clip on him, on Garrett Nussmeier, yesterday. They were talking about how he doesn't throw the ball hard, and if he does, he sells his receivers.
Am I wrong? Did Brian Kelly come out and say, though, that there's some kind of core muscle injury or something that he's been fighting through, and that's partially why you haven't seen the ball zipping out of his arm this year? I don't know if that. I thought I saw that. I haven't.
That Arch must got the same thing.
Well, Bryce Underwood, Michigan's $10 million quarterback, he is at 38. Arch Manning comes in 41st on this list.
That's crazy. This is crazy. He on Carson Beck's level.
Well,
where he came in with all this hype, like he was going to be the Heisman winner, and it just failed.
Well, yes, but Carson Beck, at least this year, because last year that was Carson.
Well, he
Beck.
had to leave.
He left Georgia, goes to Miami, and now he is back to being on his way to. I mean, they have him ranked 18th. I think Carson Beck's been pretty good this year, but yeah, he's the quarterback of
two quarterbacks that was
top 5 team.
Two quarterbacks that came into the season like they were going to be that deal and fell on their face. Spencer Rattler, Carson Beck.
Yeah.
How about
Spencer Rattler? You mean in the NFL?
No.
Oh, you mean last year?
No, Spencer Rattler when he was was he with Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was projected to win the Heisman. He ended up getting benched for Caleb Williams and transferred to South Carolina.
He was the preseason favorite to win the Heisman and favorite to be the number 1 overall pick.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, that's right. Cade Klubnik, by the way, speaking of preseason Heisman favorites, 54th on this ranking from ESPN.
Yeah, he trash.
Nico Iamaleava, transferred from Tennessee to UCLA, is 58th. Actually, I should have mentioned, because I skipped over him, Drew Aller, Penn State quarterback, at 55. And I think that might be too high, because he is ass. To quote Cam Williams, he is.
Woo. You know what, though? I still believe, as bad as he's played, I think that he will go to the NFL. And if he get with the right coach, he actually can be a decent quarterback.
Let it be a franchise that is not the Cleveland Browns.
I know. I agree with that statement.
You know who would absolutely say that is Andrew Berry and Kevin Stefanski would say, get him in here.
I don't trust
with our great program.
I don't trust
we will
him.
Fix him.
I was going more along the lines of like Minnesota, San Fran, Rams, something like that. I don't think he'd be a good fit for Cleveland.
No, because
they would try to force it.
Yes, they would, and I don't.
And due to the fact that the development hasn't been great, from what we've seen so far, I don't really trust them right now. So yeah.
DJ Lagway, they had 61st on this list, one of the lowest ranked quarterbacks. And again, Florida quarterback. That's another guy who had just all kinds of hype coming into this year and has lived up to none of it. So I am actually, Dillon, a little mad at you over this because before the season, I was talking to you in the producer studio one morning, and we were having a discussion about quarterbacks, and I was like, I got to tell you, I don't see it with Cade Klubnik. I'm not sure there is a great quarterback in this class. I really don't see it. And you were like, oh, let me tell you, Cade Klubnik's going to be the guy. And you were so hyped on him.
You co-signed it. He came in.
Don't try to put me in this.
He talked about this. He came in the studio. He said, I'm going to watch some film on Cade Klubnik. And you said, watch the second half. He was really good. Second half of the season last year. That's what you said. All our shows are taped, Tyvis. All our shows are taped.
He was talking to you, though. I don't understand how my name got brought up.
I'll admit that I apparently don't know nothing about college quarterbacks because the three quarterbacks I told him to go watch were Arch, Cade Klubnik, and Gus Nussmeier. Those are the three guys that I'm like, yeah, these are the dudes this season.
I think I might still got the list of the quarterbacks.
Because then I was like, and I did. I went and watched some highlights, and I was like, okay, I can see, because I watched a lot of college football last year. I was not sold on Cade Klubnik, but I went back and watched all the cut-ups and the highlights, and I said, maybe I could get behind this, and I actually put him as one of my Heisman favorites.
I got it for you right here. So,
I put it as one of my Heisman favorites.
So we did the list. It was on my mother's birthday, August 21st. Yeah. My top 5 was Cade Klubnik, Lenore Sellers, Garrett Nussmeier, Arch Manning, and Julian Sain. So I was 2 for 5. So what?
That's an all-time baseball average. You would be the greatest hitter of all time.
That's Ted Williams, 400 right there. It's great. All right, so see, that's how this I'm just saying, I'm not getting talked into any of these bad quarterbacks next time. I'm going to remain skeptical. That would have paid off this year.
By the way, Katie Smith said that she would come on whenever we need it. So there you go.
Okay, behind the scenes, just so you know, yesterday I missed out on some WNBA discussion, apparently.
You did?
That's fine.
You did.
Nafisa Collier, my gal, good stuff from her. But this apparently upset some of the WNBA community because they heard you talking and they thought you were wrong.
Katie Smith's wife, Jess, heard me talking.
Yeah.
And she was upset with me.
Thanks for listening to the show, Jess. We appreciate it.
She was upset with me because I said that how can you pay somebody if you don't have no money to pay them?
Okay.
But the media rights deal, 100%, they deserve a portion of.
I would have argued that point with you, but that's fine. I wasn't here yesterday.
Well, Dillon brought up the point.
Good. Thank you, Dillon.
You're welcome.
See, other than quarterbacks, I trust you. I trust you. So then apparently you got a text message from Katie Smith saying if you want to talk to somebody who knows some ball, and she's going to, at some point, we'll do that. Yep. Let's set that up because I would love to talk. Number one, Katie Smith, always welcome on this show. I just was talking about Michael Redd as one of the Ohio basketball heroes.
Always welcome?
Michael Redd, always welcome too, yes. But you just know if Katie Smith could call me Super Bowl Sunday in the middle of the game, and I would say, pause the game. Let's talk to Katie Smith. That's how much I respect Katie Smith. All-timer in the state of Ohio and in basketball in general. She is in Springfield in the Hall of Fame. Not Springfield, Ohio, like actual Hall of Fame. All right. Stop delaying the inevitable, Tyvis. You know what's coming. You know what we have to do.
Not if I guess it right.
That's next. We're doing this. Salsa edition coming up next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Thursday to you. We are still noticing some major delays and slowdowns for folks over on our east side. Bryce and Reynoldsburg still looking at you. As we can see, we are still monitoring a crash on that 70 westbound direction just past Bryce Road. Right lane and crew members still blocking that area this morning. Down to 6 miles per hour, folks, in this area too. Bumper to bumper traffic traffic from that crash site just past Bryce Road all the way almost towards Etna this morning. Want to make sure folks are taking it nice and easy, being very safe on the roads this morning. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Go, go, go! Fox Tonight takes you to hell and back.
Let's go!
First, an all-new Hell's Kitchen has
the Battle of the States.
Who will make their hometown proud.
Good luck on that one.
Then, Special Forces goes deep.
You're going underwater in an aircraft.
This is one of my biggest fears.
You will potentially die.
These celebrities will learn why it's called the world's toughest test.
She's unconscious.
Get him divers in! Come here, come on, girl, breathe.
Tonight, starting at 8 on Fox 28.
At the end of the day, the sun sets on Central Ohio, but stories are still unfolding. Every voice, every neighborhood, every question that still needs answers. Fox 28 News at 10 is there in the quiet moments and at the turning points, digging deeper, finding solutions, lifting up the communities that shape who we are. At the end of the day, you deserve a team that's on your side. Fox 28 News at 10, always on your side.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED and low T can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 614-300-7400. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at columbusmensclinic.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, low T, Peyronie's, size, and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic workouts and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 614-300-7400 or book in 30 seconds or less at columbusmensclinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic. Making it happen.
Get Eco.
ECO. Hey, Aaron, I invented a way to make sure people's furnaces are safe.
Do you test high temperature, flame rollout, flame limit, and flame proving?
Yeah, no one wants to set their house on fire.
Do you inspect the heat exchanger?
Yeah, no one wants a house full of carbon monoxide.
We already do all that for just $89.
Yeah, but my price is just $88.
Okay, so $88 will be the new price for a furnace safety check.
Get Eco.
ECO. I also invented a cool new name for it.
Okay.
I call it the Super Safety Check.
What makes it super?
Well, it costs $1 less, and it has super in the name.
Should I start calling you Super Jerry?
The Super Jerry Super Safety Check. I like it.
Get Eco to safety check your furnace.
Or, for $1 less, you can get the Super Jerry Super Safety Check.
Get Eco.
ECO.
Eco plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians.
GetEco.com.
Your game day headquarters is here at ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus, the only place to watch and win. Catch every play on more than 30 TVs and over 50 feet of video wall. Score tickets, signed professional and college sports memorabilia, and pen cash prizes. Join the watch parties for every home team game with a tailgate buffet and bucket specials. Plus, get official game day swag with every table reservation. Game day lives here, only at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Hey, Buckeye fans. As the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, Roosters is kicking off an incredible giveaway you won't want to miss. This football season, we're giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. 3 drawings, 12 winners with prizes including tickets, sideline passes, and 3 trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Go to roosterswings.com to register and see all the details. 3 drawings, 12 amazing prizes. Register today and every day. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
Wake up and laugh with the Bob and Tom Show on the Fan 2.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10.
It says here they've won 5 Marconi Awards. I can't even spell Marconi. The Fan 2, Columbus's home of the Bob and Tom Show.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Airflow Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Both of these men played sports in high school. Only one of them was good at it. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Guardians tie up the series last afternoon, I should say. I was going to say last night. Yesterday afternoon, they did that up in Cleveland. It is a 6-1 victory for them yesterday. Your guy, Brian Rocchio.
Playoff Rocchio.
Yeah, man. Hit the home run to put them up 2-1. They eventually broke it wide open, won 6-1. Now, game 3, 3 o'clock this afternoon on the Fan at 3 p.m., we will have on Common Man and Timmy updates every day. Every day? No. Every play.
Yes.
Anything good that happens.
The big town play.
Our guy Tyler Danberg, our update anchor and sideline reporter for the Ohio State Radio Network. He will be in studio all afternoon with any updates you need on Guardians Tigers Game 3.
So they're going to tell Timmy to shut up.
You won't miss, yes, exactly right. You won't miss any part of the action. If anything big happens, they'll break in and say, Timmy, enough.
When you mentioned this earlier, Topanga's top third said, shut up, Timmy. Something I yell at my radio 3 times per show minimum.
Accurate. My guy, though. Love that guy. All right. We ready to do this?
No.
Too bad. All right.
And you're going to give me the correct prices.
I'm giving you the correct prices. So
okay.
This was sent to us. Now, Dylan, this is from Sauce Boss Gang. They do some hot sauces, but they also now do salsa.
Okay.
And so this salsa that I have here, we have Habanero Heat Wave, which is a habanero carrot salsa. And then what's the one you have over there, Tyvis?
Well, I don't have it.
Oh, we moved
Sweet Verde.
Sorry, don't worry about it. Never mind.
Sweet Verde.
Sweet Verde, yes.
If you have the same one I have over here.
Yeah, it's the
I only have the green one
salsa.
over here.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, Sweet Verde salsa. Electric jalapeno.
Sauce Boss, locally owned. They are also women owned. So there we go. And
Shout
I believe
out to them.
Proceeds from these salsas go to benefit Mary Haven.
Correct.
Which helps with addiction recovery. So very cool thing you can be a part of. If you go get this, it's at their website, saucebossgang.com. So shout out to them. All right, Tyvis, here are the prices. For this salsa that you're holding in your hand, both of these salsas each retail at a certain price.
Are they the same retail?
Same price for both.
Okay.
But you're just bidding. This is just one jar.
Okay.
It is either $8.50, $10.50, or $12.50 per jar. Which one is it? For the Sauce Boss Gang.
What did you say? Did your proceeds?
Electric jalapeno.
The proceeds do what now?
They go to Mary Haven.
$10.50.
Oh, buddy. So sorry. Let me give you a better one.
What is it?
$12.50. But
I
for
knew
a
I should have went higher because of
high
the
quality
cost.
ingredients. Yes, we win again. You have to eat the salsa now.
Tyvis was going to try it anyway because we're all girl dads and this is a woman-owned business.
Yes.
And if you didn't try it, you hate women.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. That's what I said. Yeah, if you don't buy the salsa, I'm with you. All right, I'm going to try the green verde first. Tyvis said he's not big on green salsa, so I'm going to go with the green salsa first.
Shocker.
Oh, that's good.
Is it good?
It's very sweet. It's not spicy at all. Oh, you know what it is?
It's got a little kick at the end.
A little kick at the end, yeah. Mm-hmm. It is spicier than I thought initially. Now, the other one, the red one is habanero heat wave salsa.
It got a little sweetness to it.
This habanero heat wave says it is it has habanero peppers and carrots in it. And I actually have I have chunks of carrot on my chip right here.
Hear you crunch on that.
Well, what do you want? That's the
part of the
ambiance.
bit.
Yeah, of course. That's good. I like the heat wave better because I like a little hotter. I like
need to come get some during the break then.
Is that the red one? I like the red one.
It's got a little bit more heat to it. But they're both
Downtown
excellent.
Dad said that I'm the OG of the He-Man's Woman Haters Club.
Yeah, Tyvis. Yeah, why does Tyvis hate women? Katie Smith, you hate, apparently. You don't like WNBA. Can't do anything with that. Now, you hate the salsa company. No, so
no, actually, the salsa is really good.
Yeah, Sauce Boss Gang. See, aren't you glad you got this wrong?
No.
Yes, you should be.
It's going against what I stand for,
which is to not eat food. What's wrong?
You
with
want
this?
to eat less food.
Yeah, I mean, we all are trying to be. I'm trying to be a little healthier. Doesn't mean I can't have some salsa. Salsa is like one of the healthiest things you can eat. It's chopped up vegetables in a jar. What's wrong with that? Now, if you mix it with like queso, then yeah, you get some calories on that. But this is great. Habanero heat wave. I'm taking this home, unless Dylan wants it.
Well, I'm going to take some during the break, but you could take the rest of it home. Unless I eat the whole jar.
See, now it hit me in the back of the throat a little bit. That's
what she said.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
All right. Overcorrection.
All right, let me lock in.
Coming up at 8:30, we're going to talk to Tyvis' guy, Brock Vereen.
He's not my guy.
Yeah, he is. Minnesota safety. We're going to talk a little Big Ten football with him, get previewed up for Ohio State and Minnesota. We will do that at 8:30. And then, I don't know, what else are we doing? There's something else coming up?
We're doing a show.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, I know we're going to talk about. Shedeur Sanders, your guy, gave one of the weirdest interviews we've ever heard yesterday. And I say heard, that's not entirely accurate. We'll describe it to you next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Got another crash report in our system. This time around, it's happening over on the west side by Grandview Heights this morning. It's that 70 eastbound direction at Wilson Road, where a left shoulder is currently blocked. Noticing some bumper-to-bumper traffic really building out there, especially by that 70 and 270 intersection. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Green & Sons. Family owned and operated for over 45 years. Green & Sons will help you find your next Kubota tractor. Located in Mount Sterling and north of Marysville. And online at greenandsons.com.
Hi, this is Ryan Krieger. And at Krieger Ford, we're offering an amazing $12,000 off MSRP on a new Ford Bronco Badlands. This offer is only from Krieger Ford, so come see us on Morris Road or visit KriegerFord.com today. Home of the Krieger Commitment. Best cars, best people, peace of mind.
Bet365 is paying out before the final whistle. Check out Bet365's unrivaled early payout offer. When you bet on a team to win and they take a 17-point lead, you get paid no matter the final score.
Forget the final whistle and start counting that cash. Hold up, you get early payout on parlays too. Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. Terms and conditions apply. And app only.
You're my hero. When we started the company, I was absolutely going to build my own plant. We can build a very, very good window and sell it at a reasonable price. And if you buy from a company that is a dealer, they have to order the part from the factory, have it sent, and then schedule a service. I got 500 locks out back. If you need a lock, it'll take me 15 seconds to walk back here and grab one for you.
Visit our showroom today at 4200 Roberts Road.
You know me, when it comes to big moments like popping the question, I always say, I've got a guy. That guy is Bob Capace at Worthington Jewelers.
Thanks, Common Man. Right now, it's our fall bridal sale. Buy one, get one 50% off. Engagement rings, wedding bands, wedding jewelry. We've got it all.
If you want sparkle, you want quality, and you want to save big, trust me, I've got a guy.
That's me. Come see us at Worthington Jewelers.
Worthington Jewelers,
where Columbus gets engaged.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. After years of playing college and NFL football and always searching for that edge to keep my body right, to make sure I was always in peak physical condition, I was getting beat up. I was getting older, and I needed something to help me out. And that's something, well, I didn't want it to be surgery. And so I went to see my friends at QC Kinetics. I brought my dad with me. I needed my knee helped, so did he. And they did a great job. They helped use our own body's biologics to heal us. So we went there, we talked to Dr. Ray Tesner. He's the founder of Grant Sports Medicine. So you know that he knows what he's talking about. And you don't have to have surgery. There's no knife. It's a simple injection, not a hospital stay. It's fast and it's all natural. So whether it's back, knees, hips, shoulders, they've got you covered. Call QC Kinetics today for a free consultation with Dr. Ray Tesner and his team. Look beyond that same old remedy that you've been looking for. Call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544 or go to qckinetics.com/Columbus today.
America works and Valley has the tools. Valley is your #1 volume Ford commercial truck dealer in the nation. Business owners choose from 550 new Fords, including 80 Transit vans and 170 Super Duties. Stakes, dumps, box trucks, pickups. Save big at Valley Ford of Columbus with Section 179 tax savings. As Carnell Tate says,
the game-winning deal is always at Valley. ValleySuperstore.com.
Hey, Central Ohio, it's Andrew from Home Team Solutions. And yes, we buy houses for cash the easy way. We've been buying houses for over 20 years and we've seen it all. Whether you've inherited a property, you're behind on payments, the house needs work, or just want to avoid the hassle of listing, we've got you covered. No repairs, no clean out, no stress, just a fair cash offer and you pick the closing date. We've helped hundreds of homeowners sell fast and hassle-free, and we're proud to have 5-star reviews all across Central Ohio and an A+ rating with the BBB. If you're ready to sell your house the easy way, call Home Team Solutions at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355, or visit us online at selltohometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, and family-owned. Again, that's 614-962-SELL. 614-962-7355 or selltohometeam.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at runyondentalgroup.com. That's runyondentalgroup.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars, Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dillon Gonzalez. October baseball was in full effect yesterday, and one Ohio team kept their season alive. The Cleveland Guardians were able to bounce back and win Game 2 of their wild card series versus the Detroit Tigers. The game was tied at 1 in the 8th when the Guards broke the game open with a 5-run inning that included a homer by Brian Rocchio. Cleveland will host Detroit for a do-or-die Game 3 at 3 o'clock today. The Cincinnati Reds, however, lost their winner-go-home Game 2 in Los Angeles to the Dodgers by a final score of 8-4. And finally, we have Thursday Night Football tonight in the NFL. The San Francisco 49ers are set to travel to L.A. to play the Rams. This update was sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. It's great to have goals. It's even better to have experts to help you attain those goals. Experts in weight loss. Awaken180weightloss.com.
One of these guys still believes he can play in the NFL. It's Tebow. He says it's because of his low center of gravity. He's dumb. This is Bone and Tyvis.
Loaded up final hour. We have your college football pop quiz coming up at 8:15. Biggest college football questions answered, at least attempted to be answered by us. And then at 8:30, we'll talk to Brock Vereen, BTN analyst and former Minnesota safety. Get a little preview of the Gophers coming up for the game Saturday night in the Shoe. All the action, of course, right here on the Fan. Reds eliminated last night. Not enough from them. Their pitching just didn't do what it was supposed to. Again, it's a Dodgers lineup that's really tough. They lose 8-4 last night. They dropped the series 2-0, so they are out of the playoffs. I don't know. Is it time to revisit what the Reds should do in the offseason? The answer is very simple. Go add and be spenders and try to, you have a young, good lineup, or at least a young, good pitching staff. Try to bolster that with some actual hitting. But we talked about Elly De La Cruz earlier in the show. What did he have after the All-Star break? Four home runs.
And how many? 18 before, 4 after?
No,
Is that right? That's right?
He had 37 stolen bases this year, which is, I mean, a good number for most people, but he's not most people. But he couldn't get on base. He hasn't been able to get on base consistently in his career. I don't mean to put it all on him, but yeah, you've got to build around him if you're going to keep him here for the next few years. If he's not going to just jet off, and which he probably will at some point, go to the Dodgers or the Yankees. That's a luxury those teams can afford, is a guy who doesn't hit very well, but when he gets on base, he's electric. He can do a lot of things for you, but
you keep having these type of performances where he only hitting 4 home runs and all that. Cincinnati will be able to afford him.
That's an underrated aspect of that. You're right, but no, his potential is off the charts. But that's just, you got to get better from him. But it's not all on him, and it shouldn't be all on him. You can't have a lineup built solely on him, right? And I think that this roster was not a service to this pitching staff. This lineup could be better, and I hope the Reds go out and spend some money to do that. Meanwhile, look, the Guardians, they're playing today at 3 o'clock. Game is on ABC. We will have coverage for you live here starting at 3. Tyler Danberg will be in studio our update anchor and sideline reporter of the Ohio State Radio Network. He will be here with updates. Every time there's a big moment in that Guards-Tigers game, he will give it to you as soon as he can, so you'll know about it if you stay listening to the Fan this afternoon. But it is essentially Jose Ramirez, some great pitching, and the Clippers. That is what is going up against this Tigers lineup. And so far, yesterday and throughout this season, they have proven yet again it's the yin and the yang. It's the Tigers have collapsed and the Guardians have capitalized at every turn. That can happen again today. And you could get yourself into the next round. Or what do you play, the Mariners after this one? No looking ahead, but like it's not going to be any easier from here on out, right? I mean, these are going to be great teams you're going against, but Guardians have a chance to not just they've already made history by winning this division, but now you have a chance to solidify that. And could you imagine how mad they will be up in Michigan? How mad the Tigers fans will be if they lose 2 years in a row to this Guardians lineup that has guys that half of them. Brian Rocchio is your like postseason hero so far this year, and he was playing in Columbus half the year. You know, like that's who this team is, but they are resilient, and they have a guy, unlike, you know, with Ellie De La Cruz, they have Jose Ramirez, a guy that you can consistently rely on in that lineup who seems to come through in big moments, and that's what they need. So,
side note, do you guys still get weirded out when you see ALWCS?
Yes.
I'm like, what is this? Oh, it's the American League Wild Card Series.
Yeah, I hate it.
I don't know. Maybe I'm getting old, but I'm like, I don't know what this is, and then I have to think about it for a second. This is it.
That's how I feel when I see a wrestling promotion abbreviated that isn't like WWE or AEW now. Like those are the two that I am like, oh, those are real. Then it's like NJPW, and it's like, which one is that? Oh, that's New Japan. Is that New Jersey? No, New Japan.
Is the US? Is it the UFL now, or is it the USFL?
I don't even remember.
The XFL and the USFL are now just together as one, so they're just the UFL.
Are we getting a team? Is that a thing next year?
Yeah, Tyvis is playing for it.
I can't wait. They'll be so excited.
Not the way I'm gimping around.
Shedeur Sanders acting very weird yesterday. So the news came out that Dillon Gabriel is the starting quarterback this week. He gets to start on the road. Well, whatever you want to call this. He's in London, right?
Who's considered the home team?
I actually don't remember who the home team is in this one.
I'll look it up.
I have to check it. But going up against
the Browns.
Okay, so they gave up a home game for this. But either way, it's in a weird spot where you're going across an ocean to play this game. So the body clock, everything is weird. You're going against a Vikings defense that is very good. And obviously they know what they're doing when it comes to getting after the quarterback. And you have an offensive line that is piecemeal. You have, you know, wide receivers that are dropping the ball and now hurt. So this is a rough place to put a rookie quarterback in, but I'm glad they're doing it. They need to make the move. And like you've said, Tyvis, if he can't figure it out with some adversity, then he probably doesn't have it.
He wasn't playing this league anyways. No, it's fine. I don't know why people think all this. He's going overseas and all of that. Like, why does that matter? It's not like this man ain't been in the locker room, ain't been in every meeting room this entire year. Like when coaches go over the game plan, he's sitting right there. It's not like they in the meetings and saying, all right, Joe, just Joe. No, they're saying, Dillon, what you see on this? What's the correct answer? Shedeur, what do you see on? Like, they're getting grilled in meetings as well, so they have to know just as much as the starters know, especially if you're the backup, because Joe is 40 years old. At any given minute, he can get knocked out of a game, so he always had to keep himself prepared and ready to go. So that's why, to me, I don't understand why it's such a big deal. Like,
yeah,
Joe ain't getting it done. Move on to the next guy. We needed to see it anyways.
The only reason it's a big deal, I think, with the English, like going over to England and doing all that stuff, is because of the fact that you are completely out of your depth from a game plan, normal routine. But you know what? Him starting, he would be out of his. That would be a whole new thing anyway, right? If he was coming from Berea, driving up to Cleveland, getting ready for game day as the starter, that would feel different anyway. So you're right. To some degree, probably doesn't matter where this first start happens. It's getting it out of the way, getting some of the I don't know, nerves out of the way. Shedeur Sanders, meanwhile, was getting asked about it because this is what we do now. No matter what happens in Cleveland, we go run to Shedeur Sanders' locker up there to find out what he has to say. But I get it. That stuff gets clicks. The media in Cleveland is getting the clicks they want off of it. Shedeur gave them a lot of ammo yesterday because he gets interviewed, and I don't know. The question was something, along the lines of like, are you ready, or what do you think of this move? And he basically started miming Like he was smiling. And if you were watching it on TV with the sound off, you would think nothing of this interview because you just see his mouth moving and his facial expressions looks like he's talking, but he is saying absolutely nothing. And I just found that to be entirely bizarre. Apparently he was responding to something Rex Ryan said earlier in the week.
Yeah. Rex Ryan was like, he told him basically you need to lock in, get serious, and learn the playbook and all these things, and stop doing all these with your backwards hat. And it's just a very old school approach.
Colin Cowherd wants his tired old bit back about backward hats and quarterbacks. Is that what we're doing now in 2025? Who cares? Can you throw the football and play?
I don't understand why that's a big deal either. I guess it's an old school approach, but I do believe that was a response to that. Which,
do you think that Josh Allen never puts a hat on backwards, like in his day-to-day life? I'm pretty sure he's done interviews with this hat on backwards. Like, what does this matter? Who cares? I don't care who put the hat thing is so dumb. But anyway,
I think that honestly, so the Shedeur situation is interesting because he's the only third string quarterback that if he says something, it goes viral. Like it's always something out of something he says. To where if you don't hear the third string quarterback on any other team, there's no other team that they go even ask the third string quarterback anything. So I think that he's like, you know what? I'm gonna be the third string quarterback. Y'all got me labeled as the third string quarterback. I'm not about to keep answering these questions because all y'all gonna do is take something I say, twist it, and make it seem bad. So I'm going to just mime it. I'm going to just show you facial expressions that I'm happy and all those things. So I don't have a problem with it because
it was still weird.
Right now, he's the third string quarterback. Why are you even asking him anything?
Yeah, and but a way he could have handled that maybe a little differently just to not make it so weird is just to say, guys, I'm the third string quarterback. I'm still the third string quarterback behind Joe Flacco. So why are you asking me these questions? Go talk to Joe Flacco or go talk to Dillon. I have nothing to say other than I hope
what he could have did was he could have declined the whole thing.
Yeah, that's right. I'm saying like there are things he could do, which is just to not answer the questions.
But then that would be like something's wrong because he had no problem talking all these other times. So maybe I don't know. To me, it's like you need to do your field stuff.
I don't think anything he gets criticized for is a big deal, but I think all these little things added up together is something. And I don't think you see any other, like if he's going to go on to be a star quarterback, I just don't see it anymore because these are not the types of things that star quarterbacks do. He's just a huge distraction. And people, look, I'm a huge fan of his dad. I'm probably going to dress up as his dad for Halloween. So by proxy, I was a fan of Shedeur in Colorado. Wanted him to get drafted in the first round. Wanted him to do well. I'm getting to the point that I'm tired of him with this yesterday. Like I'm just tired of his antics. And I just don't think he's going to be a guy ever. This is for the people who are saying like, oh, like his immaturity is the reason why he slipped in the draft and teams don't want backup quarterbacks to be a story. He's proving them right. That's what he's doing right now. He's proving everyone that supported him, like all of us on this show, wrong, and he's proving the naysayers right, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think the only way you handle that, though, that he should have done is to say, go talk to one of the other two guys that are ahead of me on the depth chart. Or to say this, if I'm Shedeur Sanders, my line would be I'd come out and say, do you guys know, can you name 5 other third-string quarterbacks? Are they getting interviewed today? I understand why you come interview me. My dad is famous. I am very famous because of my career and my YouTube channel and who my dad is and all that stuff. But with respect, I don't really have anything to add to what you already know how I feel. I've already said multiple times, I want to start just like everybody else in this locker room does. But I support Dillon Gabriel. I support, like, that's the best thing he could have said yesterday. Instead, he did something weird that just, maybe he thought it was funny. Maybe he thought it proved a point, but it added to the noise that probably doesn't need to happen at this point.
It's probably a whole bunch of, like, you had the Rex Ryan comments, then probably the team maybe said something to him. So he was like, all right, well, then I'm not going to say nothing. Like, but that's the way he handled it.
But honestly, like, whatever. I mean, this is a little bit of why, like, when Tim Tebow played, people said, why can't he still be in the league? Because if he was a backup anywhere, the same thing would be happening. They would be going up to Tim Tebow, or would have been going, Tim, how do you feel about not starting? Tim, how do you, like, it would be a story.
Kaepernick.
Same thing. If once you're not a starter at those guys' level of popularity and fame, it becomes hard to not be a distraction. The biggest college football questions are answered with our weekly pop quiz. We'll do that next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good Thursday morning. We are still watching a crash for folks over on the west side, so do pay attention here. It's happening on that 70 eastbound direction, just past that 270 intersection at Wilson Road. A left shoulder currently blocked this morning and definitely causing some backup, so make sure to plan ahead. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED and low T can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 614-300-7400. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at columbusmensclinic.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, low T, Peyronie's, size, and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic workouts and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 614-300-7400 or book in 30 seconds or less at columbusmensclinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic. Making it happen.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone here for Window Nation. We have had some good weather over this fall. It's been mostly warm, but sooner or later, it's going to get cold. Maybe you're already starting to feel it in your house because your old drafty windows are letting in that air. Could be the builder grade windows that just came with your house. You thought you were getting great windows. Turns out they weren't as good as you thought. That's where Window Nation can help. This month, you can buy 2 windows and you'll get 2 more for free. There is no limit to how many windows you replace. Plus, your total price includes 1-day installation. Window Nation also has a deal where you don't have to make any payments for 2 years. Is that going to help out with your holiday bills a little bit? I would think so. And above and beyond all that, Window Nation also is giving away tickets to an Ohio State football game when you upgrade your home with Window Nation windows. Free windows, 0 payments for 2 years, all with Window Nation. Go to windownation.com. The estimate is free, the windows are great, and you can get Ohio State tickets. What's not to love? Go to windownation.com today. Once again, that's windownation.com. Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. My good friends over at Sleep Better Columbus want you to know that if you're 65 or older, enjoying those golden years, but maybe you're dealing with restless nights, you need to listen up. Are you tossing and turning, struggling with sleep apnea, and that leaves you wiped out during the day? Well, it's time to reclaim your rest with Dr. Mark Levy at Sleep Better Columbus. As a leading provider in non-surgical sleep apnea treatments, Dr. Levy helps you breathe easier and sleep deeper with custom oral appliances, a comfortable alternative to CPAP. The best part is that Sleep Better Columbus is in network with most medical insurance plans and is a proud Medicare provider, so your coverage can work seamlessly with Sleep Better Columbus. And as we head toward the end of the year, don't let those benefits go unused. You don't want to wait to use your deductible. Act now to make the most of it with Sleep Better Columbus. Call Sleep Better Columbus today at 800-MORE-SLEEP or visit sleepbettercolumbus.com. Once again, that number, 800-MORE-SLEEP or sleepbettercolumbus.com for your consultation. Sleep better, live better, you've earned it.
And now, Public Education Matters with Ohio Education Association President Jeff Wensing.
Ohioans celebrate Public Education Matters Day every year on September 30th. But we all know public education matters every single day of the year. Please join us in recognizing the difference great public schools make in our lives and communities. And let's say thank you to the public school educators who make that possible.
Public Education Matters, brought to you by the Ohio Education Association.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Your new Columbus home for the Jim Rome Show is the Fan 2.
Catch the live experience weekdays from 3 to 6.
Just one requirement. Have a take and don't suck. The Fan 2, Columbus's home of the Jim Rome Show. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
As we inch closer to the weekend, we continue to see the dry and warm weather. Wake up temperatures in the upper 40s to low 50s, and then this afternoon will be mostly sunny with our highs in the low 80s. For tonight, mostly cloudy overnight with our lows getting down into the 50s and then low 80s again on Friday. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
The two most mature people working at the radio station. And that's just because they wear pants. The pervert and the skivvies. Rothman and Ice.
Weekdays at noon.
The Fan. In terms of the Waffle House menu, Tyvis covered and smothered his opponents. Meanwhile, T-Bone is a chunk of hash who's often covered in gravy. I'm not sure what that means either. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
I'll tell you, especially once you get in your 40s, one of the things, common greetings I get from other buddies of mine is, I'll say, how's it going? How you doing? And that response of, oh, you know, living the dream. Oh, you know, just hanging in there. It's a cry for help because, you know, deep down it's been a little rough. Maybe you've been exhausted. Maybe you're feeling run down and tired and you think, oh, that's just part of aging. Maybe it's something like erectile dysfunction where you say, I'm just living the dream, you know, and you know, there's something going on that you'd like to get corrected, but you don't know how. So what do a lot of guys do? They go online. They see the, you know, oh, get this pill, get that pill. Will it work? Is it good? Who knows? And where it comes from, if it's the right stuff for you, no one really knows, but you order it. You think that's going to work and it doesn't. You feel worse. Get rid of all that. Here's what I want you to do. Instead of going online to the places to get the pill that they send to you in the mail, go online to ColumbusMen'sClinic.com. Go there today and talk to my guys. They're local. Here in Columbus, you can set up a consultation where you go into an office, you talk to a medical professional, you tell them what's going on, face to face, not online, not over the phone, in person. It's discreet. You can talk about all the issues you're having, and they will find a plan that works for you and your budget. It's just $99 to get the consultation and the blood work and the meeting with the medical professional, and they promise results before you leave. So check them out today, ColumbusMen'sClinic.com. Don't go, if you're going to go online, go there, ColumbusMen'sClinic.com, or you can call them 614-300-7400. But get the results you want, ColumbusMen'sClinic.com.
All right, class, take your seats. Welcome to your weekend pop quiz, featuring the biggest questions in college football.
All right, Tyvis, got some different things to discuss today. Dillon, I welcome your thoughts here, too. College football week 6. We are already this far into the season. Can you believe that?
It goes fast.
I know it does. Here's one I have. Can Diego Pavia make Alabama cry for a second straight year? Vanderbilt quarterback. They went in, well, they hosted Bama last year and won 40-35.
Yes.
And he had a great game. Don't think they're going to sneak up on this Bama team this year.
There will be no sneak. I tell you what, if they win this game, why do I feel like this will propel him to be like the Heisman front runner?
Oh, if Diego Pavia wins at Alabama?
Yeah.
That's the thing that gets a lot of people some kind of Heisman hype.
And again, we all laugh when he said we could win. Did he say win the SEC or did he say win the championship?
He said the Natty.
Yeah, well, yeah, okay.
I'm not going to say, I laughed at that even earlier. I'm not going to say that anymore. I'm not going to, they playing really well right now. So I'm not going to say that.
I know that.
Even though last week I thought they was going to lose because they was down at halftime.
Yeah, but they
came back and rolled them.
And they played Virginia Tech, who's not any good, right? Vanderbilt did, but they beat them up pretty solidly. They destroyed South Carolina, although Lenore Sellers had to leave that game because of an injury. But yeah, you're right. Even Utah State last week, you thought, and they gave up points to Utah State, but they put 55 on the board too. I just think this could be a great game. Vanderbilt, Alabama. I do think it's going to be a very interesting one. I think Bama is out for revenge in this game. Dillon, I saw the line is Bama 10.5-point favorites here. How do you feel about that? 3:30 on ABC.
I think a lot of people are going to bet Vanderbilt. I haven't looked at this really deeply yet, but I do agree with Tyvis that if Vanderbilt and Diego Pavia can beat Alabama, you'll see this launch his Heisman campaign. But you know what, Tyvis? If it's in nuts or candies and butts or candies and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. This is the ceiling for Vanderbilt.
Yeah,
this is the ceiling for Vanderbilt. Like you said, they're not sneaking up on Bama this time. They're 16th in the country. They just beat them last year. I see no universe where Vanderbilt goes into Tuscaloosa this time and beats Alabama. I don't see it at all. I don't see the vision.
If they beat them, Kalen DeBoer, it's going to be hard to escape them getting fired.
Well, it's true. Kalen DeBoer can only beat good coaches.
Yeah.
And I don't even know the name of Vanderbilt's head coach.
Isn't it? Oh, what is? I know his name. It's escaping me now. He's like a bald-headed guy. Why am I blanking on his name? He's like a pasty.
Kalen DeBoer
dude.
only beats Dan Lanning and Kirby Smart and guys of that nature are the only ones he can beat.
That's right. All right. So, by the way, Vanderbilt, their remaining schedule next 4 weeks after this game. So they've got Bama this weekend, LSU at home the weekend after that, Missouri at home, which Missouri is not getting talked about enough. I keep telling people that Missouri's good. They're also undefeated. They have to go to Texas after that. That's their next 3 games. Then they host Auburn. I mean, it's an SEC schedule, I know, but they get all of the big brand name schools right back to back to back after this game. So we'll see if they can get this done. But 3:30 ABC on Saturday. Miami and Florida State. Will that continue the close game trend that they have going? Are you guys aware of this? Last 5 years, the way the series has gone is there's a blowout game and then there's an extremely close game. So last year, Miami won 36-14. It wasn't close. Florida State, we know, was terrible last year. But in 2023, it was a 1-score game. Year before that, 2022, Florida State won by 40. 2021, Florida State won by a field goal. So it stands to reason last year was a blowout. This year should be a pretty good game. And I mean, both teams have showed a lot of promise, right? That's at 7:30 on ABC. Number 3, Miami at number 18, Florida State. Miami, a 4.5-point road favorite there. So I'm curious to see what Tommy Castellanos, he's got to be healthy, but if he's healthy, that'll be an interesting game.
I don't know what it is about Florida State, but I just don't want to believe in them.
I can understand.
I just don't think that. I feel like they got the one big win over Alabama to start the season. But even when they won, I just didn't look at them like they're that good. I don't see it. I don't see it. This is a 3-loss team, but they in the ACC, so they might lose 2.
Well, and Florida State just got that upset they just got upset at Virginia, where Virginia had the massive field storming, so they've got to recover from that. Miami has been undefeated and looking great. It stands to reason Miami would win this game going away, but it's only a 4.5-point line, so the public is still very much on Florida State. It would seem like, at least to me.
So you see on the flip side of what Tyvis said, he said he doesn't want to believe in Florida State. For some reason, I want to believe in Miami, even though they haven't really played anyone yet to prove that anyone should believe in them. A win here would do that, but I think Florida State, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if Florida State pulls off the upset because I think they were just sleepwalking and looking ahead against Virginia. Virginia was the definition of a trap game, and they fell for it.
They did.
I just don't believe in them. I just don't.
That's fair. But
I would take Miami and lay the points.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too, but that's probably why I'm wrong because it feels too easy to do that, and that always makes me nervous. Will Arch Manning finally pay off on some of the hype or further confirm his overrated status? Now, I don't think Florida is any good, okay? But if there's a part of them that is good, their defense is tougher than their offense. So Florida is hosting Texas. Texas is a 6.5-point favorite in the Swamp. I would think DJ Lagway, their quarterback, is going to turn the ball over a little bit for Florida. He does that. Texas defense really good. Can Arch Manning take advantage of some of what I presume to be some turnovers that he will get and get his team into the red zone and score? That is the question I have. If he can't, it's time to transfer, buddy. If you can't beat this Florida team, I know it's on the road, but if they lose this game, he may have to just transfer to salvage something from his career because it's going south there in Austin if he doesn't do something in this big game.
For some odd reason, I believe that Texas will finish as a top 5 team.
Really?
I do.
Their defense would give you hope. You have to have a quarterback to do that, I feel like. And I don't think they do.
I feel like whatever's wrong, it's got to heal and he'll be fine. I don't know why they don't say he hurt. I think he's hurt, and whenever he heals, he'll be fine.
As the number 1 Arch Manning apologist, even higher than Paul Feinbaum, because Paul Feinbaum jumped off the bandwagon, this game is scary to me because the perception is that Florida is bad. But like T-Bone said, the one thing that's good, their defense, and he has to go into the swamp.
And they will be on him from minute one.
Until you take in Florida plus the point.
I have no idea what I'm betting or if I'm betting this game. But here's what I think Texas should do. We have a grand example of what they should do, and it's right here in Columbus. They should treat Arch Manning the same way Ryan Day's treating Julian Sand. Just don't put that much on his plate. Let the defense kind of, guide the way. Don't put it all on Arch.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what.
Don't put it all on him.
If they gave Arch Manning just to do what Julian Sand is doing, Arch would have like 3 picks a game. Like Julian Sand's doing more now than what Arch is doing.
Put it all on Arch. You know how much money he make?
I'm sure Julian makes a pretty penny as well.
Not as much as Arch.
Last thing real quick. Belichick, Dabo Swinney is this weekend. North Carolina versus Clemson.
Dabo's going to win that game.
I know he is, but how hilarious would it be if Dabo loses that game?
Oh, they going to chant to fire him.
Oh, absolutely. But anyway, no one cares, but Clemson is favored by 13.5 in this game. It is at North Carolina for what it's worth. So more humiliation for Bill Belichick. 2 minutes away, we will talk to BTN analyst, former Minnesota Gophers safety, Brock Vereen will join us next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, we do have a new traffic alert to issue in our system here this morning. It's happening a little bit closer to downtown. It's a crash on 70, that eastbound direction, right at that 71 southbound intersection this morning. A left lane is blocked and definitely causing some congestion out there. The road is still open, folks, but crew members are on scene, so want to make sure you were extra cautious if you're passing this area. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your Fan Traffic.
Looking to get your roof or siding replaced this fall? Call the company that delivers an excellent customer experience every time. Newman Roofing. Don't wait. Call Newman Roofing today at 614-NEW-ROOF or visit online at newmanroofing.com.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Care Heating and Cooling. Honest technicians, honest pricing. Call 1-800-COOLING.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu. My Computer Career, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at awaken180weightloss.com.
2 men, 1 appendix. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
As always, you can tweet the program at Bone and Tyvis 971. Now joining us on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline, he is Big Ten Network analyst, former Minnesota Golden Gopher safety, Brock Vereen. Brock, thanks for taking the time this morning.
Thank you so much for having me. I love the lead. Who is it that's missing an appendix here?
It's not me.
That's me. That was a recent development. That was just this year. We both had appendixes before this year, but then I lost mine, so I'm out on that now. But I saw you.
I'm happy to hear that you sound like you're doing all right. And if you ever need an appendix, I'm sure Tyvis will be more than happy to lend you his.
That's what he's always told me, is the one.
I'm trying to figure out how you go offer up my appendix.
By the way, I have to say, I really enjoyed the safety outfits that you had him in out in the parking lot last week out in Minnesota. That was good. He looked like the band Devo, if you've ever seen them. Like looked like he wanted to whip it good out there. But yeah, that was.
Oh man, we have to get him one of those pyramid-looking hat things, and he is good to go.
Brian, go ahead. Let's hear it. When you look at this Minnesota team, and they obviously they're going to be, they have a tall task this week up against Ohio State. Where do you see them able to have some success against Ohio State?
Well, like any PJ Fleck coach team, they're going to start off the season kind of making you scratch your head, wondering what the heck's going on. But then by the end of the year, you're going to look up and they're going to have 8 or 9 wins. It's just kind of how PJ goes about things. And right now is kind of the step 2, right? Usually around this time, they make a jump from average team to good team. Now you're facing the number 1 team in the country. You're not necessarily going in there saying we have to win in order to take that step. But you do need to make a couple plays, and they are capable of that. What I feel one of their advantages is defensively, if you can take Jeremiah Smith out of the game, by Jeremiah Smith standards, right, you're never going to find a situation where it's he's held for 2 catches, right? But if you can limit him, keep him out of the end zone at least, and keep him under 80 yards receiving, that's your best bet. Because while Carnell Tate did step up in that Texas game, I do find it not frustrating, but I do find it he has not been as opportunistic as I feel. I don't want to speak for Buckeye fans. He has not been as opportunistic in those moments like last week where Washington said clearly Jeremiah Smith is not going to kill us. And other than that blown coverage, the touchdown before the end of the first half, that was clearly the game plan. And is it the best game plan to face? No. But you're facing Ohio State, and you're facing a loaded wide receiver room, and that's going to have to be the game plan going forward.
We talk a lot about the freshman quarterbacks and the difficulties they have going on the road. Drake Lindsey, he got Big Ten Freshman of the Week this week after leading Minnesota back against Rutgers, 31-41, 324 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. I mean, this is a tall task for him, but he has the arm to be able to kind of do something against this Ohio State defense, right? I mean, if he can play his game, I don't know if he's the best quarterback they faced all year, given that he doesn't maybe have the hype that like Arch Manning did when he came into the shoe, but this is something where he could take another step in his development, right?
Yeah, and he definitely has the biggest arm that they faced this year. As the story of Drake Lindsey continues to grow, one thing that everyone will know about him by the end of this year, certainly by going into next year, is that he wants the big play, whereas a lot of young quarterbacks, they shy away from the moment because they don't want to be wrong. He's the exact opposite. I have a big arm, and when in doubt, I'm not going to check down. I'm just going to chuck this ball 60 yards downfield. Right now, if you're Caleb Downs, you're probably licking your chops a little bit. But as far as a defensive coordinator, you would rather face the quarterback that wants to check it down, right? So he does have that going for him. He has so much room to grow, but I could not be more impressed. He has this not necessarily a Southern charm, or more so a Southern swagger, right? Kid from small town Arkansas, just outside of Fayetteville, and just has so much confidence about him. It's almost unwarranted, right? But again, does he have to prove it this Saturday night? No, but it is there, and if the opportunity is there to strike downfield, and very few teams have had the time and capabilities of striking Ohio State downfield. You know, Patricia only needs to rush for him most times. Drake Lindsey doesn't care. He's going to check it, and he's going to give his fairly unproven wide receivers opportunities against one of the best secondaries in the Big Ten.
You know, Brock, I'm looking at your roster in 2013 when you was in Minnesota, and I know Antonio Johnson because he's a Cleveland guy. I went up against him in high school. Really respect his game. Eric Murray was the guy that I played with in the Senior Bowl, and then Brian Body Calhoun was the guy that I played with when I was with the Browns for a cup of tea. I like all of them. I hate you.
You know what's funny, man? You know what's so funny? It's okay. So obviously, Minnesota right now is associated with PJ Fleck. But one thing that I will say he gets credit for that I do have to pass forward to Jerry Kill and Tracy Claeys is they recruited and developed DBs, and I'm honored to say that I was the first one of the trend of DBs getting drafted, and of the past, I don't know how many years ago 2013 was. I don't want to do math, but we're coming up on 15 years now. I want to say there was only 1 year that a defensive back wasn't drafted, and I'm honored to say that I was first in line there, and Eric Murray, phenomenal talent, but Tone was one of my favorite guys that I ever played with. Was he Shaker Heights guy?
Yep, Shaker Heights. Yep.
Yeah. Tone was a dog, man, and I remember Tone. He was, I believe it was his true freshman year. He would come out on our dollar packages, so he would really only be out there on 3rd and longs and stuff like that. And I remember halfway through his very first game, he looked at me and said, "Man, I don't really care about covering. I just want to hit people."
Yes. That's him.
It's good to know because you're supposed to be covering people. But as long as I know you're really out here looking for the beat, I'll make sure I keep a close eye on whoever you're supposed to be guarding.
So Tone, we went up against him when I was in high school, I was the punt returner from my high school, and I had got the punt. Whatever, you're a hater. I think what's crazy is I think I actually did drop the punt and had to pick it up, but that's not the point of the story. You bringing stuff that don't even matter to the story. But anyways, I hit this lane and I had him to beat. And his angle was so good that it was no way I could avoid the tackle. And that dude lit me up on the sideline. I said, yeah. When I got him, I said, yeah, I know why he going to Minnesota.
Man, that dude loves to hit, man. And I love, and it's probably going to be weird for you to hear because, of course, you are Ohio through and through. But I love the respect that Ohio football now gets. When I was a kid, it was, oh, yeah, there's this crazy high school that Ted Ginn went to, and they're pretty good, and nobody really looked into it further than that. But I love that by the time I left college, it was now Ohio is as good as anyone as far as talent is concerned. And you talk to any college football coach now, it's Ohio is our first or second stop.
Brock, this weekend, I know Tyvis is going to be out in Purdue, BTN Tailgate. To watch that starting at 10 a.m. on Big Ten Network. There is a restaurant out there in Purdue, in West Lafayette, called the Triple X, where I believe they have a burger, where among the toppings, they put peanut butter and jelly on the burger. Please talk to the powers that be that produce that show and make Tyvis eat one of those on camera. Because we do a segment here called Tyvis Eats a Thing Maybe, and it's his least favorite segment because we make him eat junk food, and he hates it. So if there's a chance to get that worked in to Big Ten Tailgate this weekend, we'd love to see that, all right?
Timo, I'm not much for body shaming, but you could have fooled me saying Tyvis doesn't like junk food.
Wow.
He's Brock Vereen, BTN analyst, joining us on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. Brock, thanks for taking the time this morning. Not good luck to your Gophers this weekend, but in the future, go for that. And thanks again for coming on, okay?
Anytime, guys. Good luck Saturday night.
There you go. Brock Vereen, volunteering Tyvis's appendix for my usage, should I need it. Love it. That's great. We'll come back and hit the buzzer next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning to you. Well, we are still noticing a crash for folks over on our north side, closer to Worthington this morning. It's happening on 270, that westbound direction, as you're approaching Dublin and just past 315. That left lane is currently blocked out there, again, causing some major backups this morning for our folks, even closer to that 270 and 71 intersection. Those slowdowns reported out there this morning. Want to make sure folks are taking it nice and easy, looking at 14 miles per hour over by that 270 westbound direction. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Go, go, go! Fox Tonight takes you to hell and back.
Let's go!
First, an all-new Hell's Kitchen has
the Battle of the States.
Who will make their hometown proud?
Good luck on that one.
Then, Special Forces goes deep.
You're going underwater in an aircraft.
This is one of my biggest fears.
You will potentially die.
These celebrities will learn why it's called the world's toughest test.
She's unconscious.
Get him divers in! Come here, come on, girl, read.
Tonight, starting at 8 on Fox 28.
At the end of the day, the sun sets on Central Ohio, but stories are still unfolding. Every voice, every neighborhood, every question that still needs answers. Fox 28 News at 10 is there in the quiet moments and at the turning points, digging deeper, finding solutions, lifting up the communities that shape who we are. At the end of the day, you deserve a team that's on your side. Fox 28 News at 10, always on your side.
Hey Central Ohio, it's Andrew from Home Team Solutions, and yes, we buy houses for cash the easy way. We've been buying houses for over 20 years, and we've seen it all. Whether you've inherited a property, you're behind on payments, the house needs work, or just want to avoid the hassle of listing, we've got you covered. No repairs, no clean out, no stress, just a fair cash offer and you pick the closing date. We've helped hundreds of homeowners sell fast and hassle-free, and we're proud to have 5-star reviews all across Central Ohio and an A+ rating with the BBB. If you're ready to sell your house the easy way, call Home Team Solutions at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355, or visit us online at selltohometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, and family-owned. Again, that's 614-962-SELL, 614-962-7355, or selltohometeam.com.
You've heard about the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. Yeah, that's an old one. My dad told that one to me. But when it's your real feet, it's not a game. It's awful. Hey, it's Anthony. I had pain in my feet and my lower back, so I went to the Good Feet store and got the support I needed in my shoes that changed the game for me. I went in and they personally fit me for arch supports that would be perfect for my feet. The fitting process is simple. They ask the right questions about exactly what I was experiencing and the lifestyle I want to be able to live. They professionally measured my feet and arch size, and before I knew it, I was wearing my new arch supports home. Get back to living the life you love with the Good Feet store. For more than 30 years, they've taken great pleasure in helping thousands discover the comfort they've been dreaming of. I'm a customer. I have their 3-step system put into all of my shoes. Get professionally fitted at the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway or Stringtown Road in Grove City. Learn more at goodfeet.com.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. If you're a sports card fan like me, you've got to check out Midwest Cards in the Arena District, right outside Nationwide Arena. These guys are true collectors themselves, and they've built a shop that lets you experience card collecting in a whole new way. They've got sealed boxes, packs, single cards, signed memorabilia, and plenty of TVs in their lounge. Yeah, they have a lounge. And don't forget the card bar, where you can open packs while you have an adult beverage. It's awesome. Stop by Midwest Cards today and tell them T-Bone sent you.
October is Car Care Month. Visit your local AAA Tire and Auto Service location and save $40 on any repair of $150 or more. And on the plus side, AAA members save more. Offer valid October 1st through October 31st. See store for details.
At Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings are so good. You know the savings are so good. You know the savings are so good. Great cars, great deals, great GLakesHyundai.com.
The Fan has a new tailgate destination. Join us before every home game at the O Patio and Pub on Lane.
Sponsored by your Central Ohio Ford dealers. Jameson Whiskey didn't go to college. And Coors Light.
See you Saturday, friends. It's almost Football Friday. All play and no work.
Sponsored by Tansky Sawmill Toyota.
Your home for football, The Fan. When Tyvis looks at Bone, he sees the future. Bald, fat, white. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Shout out to Brock Vereen, former Memphis Golden Gopher, stopped on the show today.
Memphis.
What did I say?
Memphis is Minnesota.
Oh, my God. Oh.
And you know what's sad? Usually you catch it. You just roll right with it.
I didn't even notice I did that. All right. Well, anyway, if you'd like to listen to the Memphis Golden Gopher or the Minnesota Golden Gopher or any other part of the show you missed, Tyvis ate a thing. We had a bunch of other stuff going on today. Just go get the podcast wherever you get podcasts. Just search T-Bone and Tyvis. You'll be right there. You can find it. Eric Reeser joining us now from Bishop and Friends.
Gentlemen, good morning.
How are you
to say
feeling?
If the Big Ten doesn't get $2 billion, they don't add Memphis?
Right?
Then
Why
you can
not?
be half wrong.
Bring him in.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get Penny Hardaway back with Memphis, coaching the team. Is he still there?
Wow.
That's a very good question.
I don't believe.
I don't think he is. I think he got fired.
What conference is Memphis in?
American?
Oh, we don't want no Memphis.
Why not?
Mark?
Who wants Memphis?
Probably the Big 12. I don't know.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. Reeser, how are you feeling about your guards today? 3 o'clock.
Great.
That
was incredible yesterday. I don't remember the last time they've scored 6 runs in a ball game.
Well, Brian
Is
Rocchio.
it too many?
No.
No, they got to keep them. The bats is high.
You only needed 2 yesterday.
Yeah, but you know what? That's because Brian Rocchio hit that solo shot, and that has been Tyvis's guy. He always gets excited when Brian Rocchio does anything.
Well, it was Big Christmas, and then he struck out on 3 pitches to Skubal after he guaranteed he would go yard on him, and now he's on Rocchio.
No.
Near or there.
First of all, I'm not off the Big Christmas
That sounds
train.
like something
we
Tyvis
will
would
see
do.
we will see Big Christmas again.
He's
You know
great,
what's crazy? Is every time he does bad, it's always, oh, Tyvis, I get all these messages. Oh, we're done with the Christmas. Stop it. You need to leave the Big Christmas. But you know what? It's going to be a big moment, a big spot. He going to sail that thing right out the park, and everybody going to be your boy. And I'm like, listen, man.
Yes,
Jose struck out. Ain't nobody saying nothing. Everybody mad at Skubal for striking out, but like Jose didn't.
Okay, so Jose's a Hall of Famer.
He was all right.
I'm going to say he's the best.
Cal Manzardo struck out.
One of those people that you mentioned is going to get a statue out in front of the stadium when it's all said and done.
Yeah,
and it's
Jose's
not
on the
Kyle
point.
Manzardo.
Jose's on the Mount Rushmore of Cleveland Guardians.
Yes, he is.
Yes,
of
he
course.
is.
Yeah.
So he gets the benefit of striking out or making a bad play at third.
So why is it that nobody else?
Because
Cal
Big Christmas is
Manzardo-
batting $125
but when he
and can't field.
But when he hit that ball,
once in
it's
a blue
gone.
Once in a blue moon, he gets a big swing.
He like Fran Mil Reyes.
And when he connects,
they connect. It's gone.
The ball's in orbit.
How did you feel about Chase DeLauder making his debut and then throwing a nice little dot to Jose Ramirez to get a guy in a pivotal spot, changing the game?
Might be my favorite MLB debut of all time of DeLauder because he loses his first chance in the sun.
Yeah.
And then he goes down 0-2, his first at bat, and he gets it into a walk. And then, like you said, like the fielding, you see why that so many Guardians fans had been clamoring for him to be called up during the regular season.
Well, it's because of the hitting, but.
Well, the fielding helps, right?
Fielding,
So,
we definitely needed.
like I just said, his plate presence in the first game he's ever played in a Major League Baseball game is game 2 of the wild card that you have to win, and he comes down 0-2 into a walk. I'll take that, especially when the Guardians, for that lineup that they had in game 1, couldn't find their way onto a base if you ushered them to first base.
No.
So, yeah, I think the DeLauder experience, this is the lineup they trotted out yesterday, I feel like could just be game 1 of 2026.
No, it will. Probably. You got to throw Bazana in there at some point.
Travis Bazzano, I think he's in their Arizona Fall League right now.
I thought, the Columbus
Bazzana's
Clippers
working his way back from injury. So, yes. And then I think maybe Gavin Williams. But for yesterday, like that, same lineup today.
Yeah, I
don't see why you mess with it.
I would add Big Christmas.
Nope, don't need to add a thing.
Yes, you do.
How do you feel about? I made this statement earlier, and I don't think I'm being unfair when I say that. Like it's 2 parts, as we've been talking about. It's the Guardians winning and doing their thing all the way through this big stretch, but also it's the Tigers collapsing and being dumb and bad, and AJ Hinch making questionable moves, like pulling a starting pitcher after 62 pitches and all of that, right? But like, what does it say about your team that this is what I think is so interesting about the Guardians is they're essentially Jose Ramirez, some great pitching, and then the Columbus Clippers.
Yes.
More or less. And they are taking it to the Tigers, like one of the best rosters over the last couple of years in baseball. And they did it last year, too.
And this has been the Guardians' MO. Is you have you've really good, sometimes great pitching.
Yes.
That you've been able to develop in your farm system, but you've also got hitters and fielders that come up through your farm system that you don't have to pay very much.
Which they love.
They got like 5. They got like 4 or 5 people. That was on the clip.
That's why they keep doing this, because since their World Series run in 2016, this has been the blueprint for them. And more often than not, I mean, they were AL Central champs 3 of the last 4 seasons.
Yeah. Oh,
Valera, Rodriguez, DeLauder, Tyvis, Rocchio, 5 players.
I mean, Kwan's the unicorn that spent little if any time in the minors, but everybody else, even Ramirez, had a couple of years in the minors. You're like,
he got brought up, sent back, and then when he came back up, he's stuck.
Ramirez is like a fire hydrant that could hit baseballs.
Well, reminder today, starting at 3, obviously the game will be going on. We will have Tyler Danberg, our guy, update anchor extraordinaire, who will be in on Man and Timmy, and he will be, anytime there's an update in anything going on in that game, he will break in, he will tell Timmy to shut up, and he will jump in.
Good luck with that.
Well, it doesn't matter. He'll do it. He'll make him stop.
T's and P's, Tyler.
Right. We're going to make sure that it's going to happen. So what do you guys have coming up today? I saw you have an NFL guest, right?
So Jordan DeJohnny, who covers the NFL at CBS Sports, is going to join us at 10:30. Paul Feinbaum says he's shooting a commercial today.
Oh,
so
campaign
he's busy.
ad?
Maybe.
He's campaigning.
I was about to say he might be canvassing and they'll film a politician go door to door and shake hands with not paid actors.
Right.
DeJohnny will join us at 10:30. We'll do some NFL discussion with him. And then Ari Wasserman, who covers college football for On3, is going to join us at 11:30. Yeah, like I had kind of alluded to, the Big Ten they might make a deal with the devil. They want $2 billion, but I don't think this is going to be good for anybody except for the people investing $2 billion into college football. We'll do a lot of that at the top of the show starting at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, that private equity deal it feels a little bit like a payday loan. For an entity like the Big Ten, you should be above something like that.
Anytime major VC gets into anything, that really, when you have so much passion for something and you love something and then VC gets injected into it, it never ends well.
No, it's not good. But I'm sure you guys will talk about that. 3 hours of baseball discussion, I'm sure. And
yes,
Mr. Baker will mourn his Reds as well.
R.I.P. to the Reds.
The Ohio Cup no more.
They went out swinging.
They did, though. They did. That's all coming up next on Bishop and Friends.
Shove it down your throat.
It's time for the buzzer.
Sponsored by Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems. Find your local Bryant Heating and Cooling dealer at Bryant.com.
So last night on Wheel of Fortune, I have lost track of the fact, but apparently Ryan Seacrest is now hosting Wheel of Fortune because Pat Sajak has retired after 100 years on that show. Vanna White is still there. But also a woman named Christina Daravajanic of Stamford, Connecticut, became the biggest winner in the history of Wheel of Fortune. She won the bonus round where they have the last, one last puzzle, and she's there with the host, and she guessed it was this category was living things. The puzzle that she solved was Pack of Coyotes. The card they opened up was the $1 million prize. So she yesterday took home $1,035,155
before taxes.
Yeah, on Wheel of Fortune. So let her live.
You got to always throw that in there.
Got before taxes. That's right.
Taxes.
I'm sure she's going to say that with her friends and family who call. She's like, before taxes, guys. Hang on. That doesn't mean you all
before taxes.
That's
You
right.
get nothing after that.
That's right. All right. 3 hours of Bishop and Friends are next. We will see you tomorrow for a big Football Friday. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, we are still noticing some traffic in different parts of the metro. Some of the worst spots of congestion we're noticing is for folks over on the west side, particularly on that 70 eastbound direction over by Wilson Road. A lot more people in that area. Similar situation if you're heading up on 71 northbound from Grove City. Do be mindful, it's a little bit slower over by that Greenlawn Avenue intersection. And lastly, for folks just south of Bexley, taking that 70 and maybe 33 intersection, make sure to pack the patience out there. Again, a lot more people heading to work and school this morning. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic. Make it a great day.